Um, Testing things out. Okay, looks like it was a good transition. All right, so starting with the recap, Flandiferous, would you like to get us started?
Live from Las Vegas, Nevada, and wherever they are in the Northeast.
Flandy's in a place where it's still sunny. Not us though. Anyway, picking up with the team who was split up before and are splitting up once again. But the split team, which was Valen, Ryland, and Irene, I almost said Irene, Duvessa, were had an encounter in which they were able to safely extract Kemen from the clutches of the evildoers. Kemen being Valen's brother, which they started realizing that in their close proximity that they were gaining bonuses from each other. Kevin seemed to be a bit smarter in Valen's presence, and Valen seemed to be stronger in Kemen's presence. But they, after the grueling task, you met up with the rest of the team of Irene, Kodrono, Nurja, and Valafar, who had the unfortunate news of reporting that Treebender was taken. And they had been at Mukami's trinkets, knowing that she had gotten her owl bear from a good Samaritan who happened to find her and was assuming that it was part of some owl bear fighting ring. So contacting her and waiting there, the rest of the team kind of met up, and Kodrono's mother was revealed to be the person who had saved Waku and given it to Mukami. So with everybody there, you started formulating a plan as to how to get into the underground ring and hopefully find out where Treebender is. There seemed to have been a sort of time limit in the sense that after a little while, it will be harder to find him in the system. So she was attempting to get you guys on the right track as quickly as possible and to make sure that you all had a believable excuse for being there. She also made it clear that even though she's introducing you to the situation, she cannot help you once you get past the front doors, and beyond that, she also has more things that she wants to investigate. So she's hoping you don't, burn down the place or anything while you're there. But that was the main group, as Irene brought it to Valafar's attention that you did speak with Tabaxi juvenile by the name of Bag of Nails, who was escaping the scene of the crime when Treebender was taken, and agreed to introduce Valafar to some of the underground folk, the Sidewinder Thieves Guild or group that is kind of known in this area. They're pretty good at being incognito, but the name does sound familiar as a band of thieves. So agreeing to do that, you had to meet him at the Scimitar. I said lounge. It's actually lodge, so I apologize. It's the Scimitar Lodge. When I was listening to the video, I was like, "Oh, I said lounge. It's not a lounge." Okay, sorry about
It's
that.
totally a lounge. Sorry,
It's a lounge now. There's
it
bean
is the
bags and
Scimitar
hookahs
Lounge.
everywhere.
Triclinium.
um, so it's the Scimitar Lodge. So knowing that, you guys had decided to split up so that Valafar could go meet his contact, which is Bag of Nails, and hopefully infiltrate that way. While the rest of the team seem to have gotten disguise kits or use their magic items or magic in general to change their appearance or make themselves look else like something else, because the preventers are pretty unique, we'll say. It's very clear to find you guys and identify. So at the moment, you guys, like I mentioned, have not split up from the group yet. So if there's anything you want to say or do or hand something off, you're free to do that. The one thing I will say from the other team is I know Nirja was saying that she couldn't really take Mithril Majesty without it looking weird. So she was probably going to hand that off to Ryland. So Ryland, just keep in mind that you probably have that. I will confirm with her just to make sure, but she did speak with me about it before, and I was like, okay, if you want to, that's fine because you guys haven't split up yet. But just know that she likely hands it to you and is like, please take care of it while I'm gone.
Ryland will be very respectful with it and kind of holding it and do it. Not like the little bit of like the I don't know how to take care of this.
Right.
mainly because of the link to. I don't have my notes here. Hold on, give me a second. I'll remember his name. He's Elf
You got
Boy
this.
in the staff.
Yep. He is.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I know this. Come back to me. We'll come. Anyways, I
Okay.
know
Okay.
he's in the staff. And he's
Yes.
like, "How does? Are you
Did
gonna
you
like
call it a
talk to
staff
me?"
twice now?
Yes, I did because that's what
It's
we call it.
it's no, it's not a staff.
But that's
Anyway,
what we call
anyway,
it, Foos.
that is
Anywho,
that is what you call it.
we all call it that, Magma
Yep.
included.
Oh my god, Bagley was the one who started it. Oh my gosh. But yes, yes. Anyway,
But
um,
yes, he'll take care of
yeah.
that. He's also going to look at Valafar and be like, "Do you, do you expect to get in a fight where we're going?" He's gonna kind of ask like half-heartedly, like just like, "I mean, I'll do it if I need to, but are we going to? Is this?"
I don't plan on getting into a fight. I don't think it will get that far. I mean, I think worst case scenario, there might be some tension in terms of trust, but I don't think it's going to lead to a fight.
He's gonna let that linger for a second, and then he's gonna look at the other group. Who is Cadrono bodyguarding in this scenario?
Oh god, I believe Irene, either Irene or Valen, one of the two.
Shit. Um. Fuck.
Okay. Hearing a slew
All
of
right.
curses from you.
He's gonna take off his hyena tactics earring and look at the group and be like, he's gonna find a place to position it on Nerja and remind her that of what it does.
Okay.
Hey,
So
Cordrona has
then,
the other one. If you need to attack or do anything, obviously I have Mithril Majesty, so you're gonna have to be close, and this will help give you an advantage in the in the situation if should you need it.
in these
But
trying times.
He's
he's gonna look at the group and kind of who does he think's gonna have to do more investigation? I guess. He's kind of leaning towards Team Find Treebender, but not 100% sure.
Yeah, you don't know for sure. The teams are kind of, as you see, that I just now like split up, obviously. So it's like the four of you, and I don't know. Were you gonna leave Rusi with them, or was she gonna come with you? What were your plans?
Yeah, I remember you kind of talked. I agree with you. I don't see like he would love for her to go with them just to have the eyes and ears on, but he does not see like a they're already like fucking taking critters of interest, and B
right.
she's a big giant green blink dog. We
Yeah.
can make her look like a normal camel, I guess.
yeah, but it's also like, can I come inside with my camel?
She just keeps sticking her head in the door. Like,
She's
hello, you
just
guys
gonna
doing
do
some
camel lips the whole
black
time.
market
Remember?
shit down here? Hello?
Mhm.
But no, he'll I probably have her come with them
Okay.
as backup.
Just making sure. Sure. All right. So
All right, sounds good.
And then he'll query Valafar. Well, these things only work in at a minimum of 3. Should we give it to the other team, or should we request the 2 from them? Referring to the pack of clarity rings.
Hmm. I think give it to the other team.
That's probably the better option.
That's what I'm leaning with. Yeah.
Oh my god, I cannot remember how do you spell Nerja?
NYURJA.
There's couldn't place the U. All right. So he'll hand it off to the other side of the group. I'm just gonna note that they have them. I'm giving the earring specifically to Nerja, so I typed that in there.
Okay.
As far
good
as the
man.
clarity rings, probably Valen and Nerja as well.
Okay,
But we'll
so
see.
you're giving
I'll let them decide.
Okay, you're giving Nurja the earring, and then you're giving them both of your pact rings for Valafar and Ryland. are passing both of them off to the other team.
Yes.
Okay,
Unless
just making
Valafar
sure.
No,
declines.
I'm good for it.
Okay, sounds good. So
That's a good idea.
Earring.
And I'll let them decide who they want to pass it off to. I'm just going to put in parentheses to from STBT.
Because Valen already gets advantage on his investigation.
Why are you here? Why are you here? You
Roll an
punk ass little
instigation
bitch.
check. Yeah, listen here, bitch. Oh my god. So that means it would be with Irene and Nirja, I guess. Actually, look, I'll just say with the other team for now.
Yeah, it's with the, yeah. I'm hesitant for Jazzy since she's potentially going to depart, and she's alerted the crew that she might leave at any moment. So
she would, yeah, exactly. I think
Yeah.
because of that, she would also decline just because she's like,
Yep.
I might not even be with anyone, so I'm not going to help you, and it's not going to help me. So, you know, take
exactly.
it. And do
So
whatever you
so
want
it'd be
with
the
it.
four of them: Irene, Crodrono, Valen, and Nirja.
That makes sense. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Perfect.
you have all of that. And something I also forgot because there was so much shit that was going on is Kevin can speak common, but it is broken common. Like he mostly speaks Gith. So like, yeah, like when he was speaking with Valen, I was always like, yeah, it's in Gith, it's in Gith. But then when
Yep.
he met the rest of you, I know that he was kind of like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, it was very broken common the whole time. But like he understands basic, you know, communication.
Yeah.
But you guys like just know that if there's a deeper level of communication, it might be a struggle.
All right, Valfar. So what's the plan here? I got to go meet your nail friend, your bag of nails.
Your bag.
Yeah.
I assume we're not all rolling in there, and he's gonna look over the crew.
Like, part of the agreement was that I was to go alone. So, yeah, for my meeting with Bag of Nails, I do have to do it alone. I mean, luckily I still have the link, so should anything happen, I can at least give you guys a heads up, and from there you can kind of be the cavalry should things go south. But I don't think it's gonna get that way.
Okay.
You can
Thankfully,
talk
they
to
don't
me,
know that.
but you can't
Yes.
talk to
Yeah.
Ryland.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't talk to him. But yes, you are linked to me, Cambiche, so you'll be my go-to guy.
Okay.
All right. So
And
where's
you
this
do
place?
remember that when you were speaking with Valen, that Kemen was picking it up too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he was, and
Is
that
he
was
still
funny.
picking it up this far away?
You guys haven't left yet.
I was gonna say we're gonna test that because
Okay. Yeah, I'm just letting you know, like you haven't. You're still
Ryland
in
was
the
very intrigued by
promise
that.
trinkets.
For a not scientific man, he can be very scientific sometimes.
He's a nature
I've got to
boy.
run some
So
tests.
no, you're a nature boy, so it kind of works.
Yeah, it works. It works.
Yeah. What else did you get? There was something. They took the scarf. Yep. They have the ointment. That requires attunement. Oh yeah, he's attuned to the mace, right?
You
Yeah,
are
the
now
restore
attuned to the
the
mace,
ointment.
yes.
Okay.
No, you're correct. It's
Nice.
just funny to be like, we have ointment and
Yeah, cool stuff.
yeah, if there's anything you want to
He's-
like clarify that you have, you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, that's pretty much the most part there. I think was it. What time of day, night, evening, morning is hour?
That's a great question.
It's late. It's definitely late. By the time you guys got up and then you were fighting with them for a while, then you were fighting on the roof around like 10 because of the fight, because of everything that happened after that, because of the short rest you had, and then meeting them after. You're probably around like 1 a.m. now.
So would you say that I used my pass without a trace before or after dawn?
When did you use it? I know you used it, but do
Uh,
you remember when exactly?
It was when we were going down the secret tunnel hole thing.
Yeah, and I would say that was before dawn, yeah. Or midnight.
So before
if
midnight, so not before dawn.
Right. Dawn is when the sun comes back up. You have quite a few hours to go before that.
Oh shit! Yeah. I'm thinking dusk like a dummy. Yep.
Okay,
all
yeah,
right,
yeah.
Cool.
I thought that too. That's why I was like, it's either midnight or dawn. Did he say midnight?
It's
Yeah.
all good.
The mantle of the wild does not come back until dawn, and nor does I can't remember. Let me double check the belts. At midnight. So is it midnight?
You passed midnight, definitely.
Hell yeah! So he's got
It's
his
probably
charges.
it's probably like a little bit, not a lot, but it's probably like 12:17 or something. So you're good. Like you're past it. You definitely got it. So if there's any cooldowns that you have, or magic items that come back at midnight or anything like that, you're in good
So
shape.
I gotta figure out which one it's on because I think it's on something weird right now. Yeah, it's on
Yeah, I know you
Displacer
had to change
Beast.
out of Owl.
Yep. All right. So that's on Displacer Beast. I'll leave it as is for now. We'll adjust that as we go. He's going to remind Valafar that A, he's incredibly tired, and B, he's resource tapped, and he's going to wave the candle. So, if shit comes down and you need me, first off, it's been a long day. And second off, I'm a little tapped, so I might have to spin around lighting this bad boy.
Understood. I know. You seem pretty battered up from that encounter, so I'm glad you're able to walk away.
Yeah. So if you could do us all a favor and resolve this not fisticuffly, that'd be amazing. But if you need to,
Yeah, he
just let us know.
he rubs his chin and he's like, I have a bit of a charm when I want to put it on, so don't worry.
He's gonna kind of chuckle at that and like, all right, well, uh, is there anywhere where we can stage out beside your meeting location? Maybe like a not shawarma. We already had shawarma. Maybe a pizzeria or something. I don't know.
Pizzeria.
We can hang out on like the block and stuff. We can. Well, you're kind of big, and he looks at Kevin. He's kind of tall too. There's some spots like I know where to hide.
Perfect.
Okay. For all of us.
Yeah.
All right. Brucey, if
Yeah.
you pick up Treebender's smell at any point in time, you let me know. All right.
Yes.
Perfect. We might be getting an enters. I'm verifying.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you. For
I was like,
letting
let me know before you hop in so I can tell your sister.
Yeah, exactly. I just need to be there to make sure the windows
Yeah.
don't do stupid things.
You gotta be the bouncer.
And while you're kind of saying that, like Kemen is kind of keeping up, but he's just watching you guys with like slightly squinty eyes. I'm just trying to like pick up the words he understands. And when you start kind of like begging to not be in a fight, he just kind of points at his chest. I can fight. If you
No. He's
like,
gonna
takes out
cycle
the
through his
greatsword.
languages. He's gonna be like, what other language? Do you,
Hmm.
I can't imagine you speak giant, Elvish. And he's gonna kind of cycle through celestial.
It's like you go through all of them. You just see him like, nope. No to all of those.
Okay, all right. Well, Kambish, what else do you speak?
Huh?
Do you speak any of the languages?
I can talk to sneaky people. That's it.
Oh, that's that trickery language.
Yeah.
The coded. I got. All right. I can't do that either. Well,
Oh.
he's gonna look at Kevin. He's like, yet another person I need to teach. All right.
You see him like kind of put the sword down a little bit after like doing a few of his katas, and he's just Gith don't talk to non-Gith much.
He's gonna kind of like. It checks out. It tracks. I give you. And he's just as best as he can. I give you the shield. You do not have to hold it in your arm, but he's gonna like try and fashion it to his back to give him some sort of protection.
when you start like handing it to him, like his face immediately sours, and he's like,
He's
like he doesn't really
no.
fight it very much. Just...
He's like doing a turtle like him.
He kind of loops it on to his shoulder, so it is kind of on his back. But there's a few things, like he is a much slimmer man. So like even though he's a strong boy, but like just the structure of him is very, very narrow. So like there's some like extra gaps and it kind of like sits awkwardly on him anyway. And even while it's on his back, he's kind of like trying to test his flexibility in his arms and is already like a little grumpy, but like, all right, fine.
I think seeing that he's gonna be like, what time's your meeting with Bag of Nails?
It's within an hour.
Within an hour. All right. Can we stop somewhere and get him some armor?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I know it's late. I don't know if anybody's gonna be open this late, but
oh, that's true. Yeah. Damn it.
how far away is
Yeah, we did have that debate last time. That's true.
What's her name? Magic shop lady with the runes
great.
over the door.
Uh-huh.
I don't have my notes.
I know. Oh, okay, that's true. Puma, do you remember?
Hold on. Might be my character thing. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. It should be.
Yeah, because you don't have your notes, I'm not going to torture you. But
Hold on.
Puma knows, I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah. That's what I was looking for because I know I have stuff here. Give me 1 second. No, it's not it.
If you gave me 3 names, I'd
Maybe
be
you
able
said
to
it was
pull
a
out
magic person, right?
Yeah, the magic shop lady.
Kurugu, right?
That's it.
Karugu,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's her.
Oh, thank you, Foos.
Yeah.
Those were your notes in my character sheet, so that helps.
Yeah, well, you are a native, so it's important that you know the natives. But you're a decent distance away. It's probably like at least 20 minutes away. Not wildly far, but
So 20-minute
we-
walk.
we
It's not
can-
bad.
We could try. I don't know if she carries plate or chainmail or whatever it was they all decided on, but might be worth a shot.
Yeah, you're right. Either way, he needs some kind of protection. So yeah.
He's gonna look at Kevin and be like, "We get you better armor." He's gonna like
sure.
point to his armor, like. Then it says he's ready.
Okay. Then I too am now ready. So you can hop in. I just have to adjust something when he comes in. But he doesn't seem to like Kevin. Just so you guys know, like he doesn't seem to understand that. Like, oh, we're gonna go to a shop to it. Like, there's almost a yeah. I would like some armor. That'd be nice, when we got time.
Yep.
But he doesn't seem to be sort of like, oh, I definitely.
Yeah, Ryland's just paranoid
like
right now because he's already tired. He doesn't trust. Not that he doesn't. It's not that he doesn't trust Kevin. He just doesn't trust the situation.
Yeah. Also, how like shitty would that be if it was like, "Hey, we got your brother back, and then we got him killed immediately." Like, oh god, we can't do that to him.
That's Dennis Thompson.
Yeah, perfect timing. Welcome back, Dennis.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Everything's fine.
We're good.
Who's worried?
Not you. You don't need to be worried right now, Dennis.
Yep.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Shall we depart? Are we good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Ryland's
Okay.
gonna go over to Vela before we leave. Hey, how many monies do I need for your brother's armor? We're gonna get it first.
Wait, I'm here. I was just observing.
No, I know. you
Well,
were
yeah.
observing. However, they haven't left yet, so they're still kind of with the group. So
Oh, okay.
they're about to leave.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
technically it's not
pull
your
out.
night, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna pull out Frankie and be like, give a couple shakes. Like, is that enough?
Mila's gonna just kind of play off the gross inaccuracy and lack of understanding. For the splint mail, I believe it was 250. He starts digging around in his pouch. He was gonna divest some of his money anyway, and he grabs 275 and we'll hand it over to you. And now I have to go into roll 20 and mark that off. Hold on.
He is saying to go to Kurugu, so Valen does know that it's you're probably getting magic armor and not simple armor if they're going to Kurugu.
Oh.
I got
Also,
money,
will
man.
you-
So
Will you let her know we're on the way?
yeah, save your money, man, because you need that for components and all that.
I might need some to.
Look, is this enough? And he's gonna shake him. Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Maybe.
I'll tell her to put it on your tab. All right.
I don't know if that's how she works. Also, I'm pretty sure I already talked to her today.
I think
Yo.
So I have only one slot that can do it, and that might be needed for killing. So he's gonna hold that.
Also, it is like 1 a.m. right now.
Oh.
Like it's late. It's very
Okay.
late.
Yeah. None of this is gonna fly. Hey, sir.
And, by the way, I was telling them I forgot, but I didn't mention it last time because everything was moving so quickly. But Kemen speaks very broken Common, but he speaks fluent Gith. So every time he was speaking to you, it was fine. But every time he's speaking to them, he's like, "What? Left, right? What am I doing?" So as you're reacting to this, he's just gonna kind of start speaking to you in Gith. Hey, they're talking about armor or something. Like before whatever we're doing.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know how this is gonna work out.
I mean, are they like doing it now?
I think that was the plan.
Okay.
His plan.
I feel like everyone's in a rush. You don't need to rush. Yeah, we're good. I'm good. We're good.
No, you're not.
Yes.
I'm good.
Look, you're great.
Like, you see him stare at you for a bit. Like, you're not good. I'm good.
That's probably true. But
Mm.
I don't know who gets stabbed more between the two of us at this point.
Hey, look. I fought mind flayers. What could be worse than that?
As he's talking, Balin just puts his hand on him, casts mage hand or mage armor.
Oh. As it goes off, it's usually sort of like a blue whenever you cast it, but as you're touching him, it turns like a kind of a pale yellowy, not quite gold, but just like a very light yellow, and like just sort of gleams there a little bit before it disappears. Okay, thanks. You didn't need to do that.
Yeah, I did. I don't think you guys are gonna get armor tonight, so hopefully that will help.
Okay. Good luck with you and your. It's weird seeing you like that. And he's just looking over your like Githzerai costume. It's just, like, I haven't known you very long, but this is weird.
It's weird for me too.
Okay.
It's like
And he
another
just sort of,
in like the
sorry.
mental line of like peaceful versus violence. Like casting that one sounds like another one for violence. My options are now becoming more limited.
the peaceful spells get real limited by boys.
Yep, don't have a lot more left.
But he claps a hand on your shoulder and is just, all right, good luck. Hopefully I don't need this.
Agreed. Ryland, please don't get
Yes.
both my brothers killed in one night. I trust you.
Ryland's going to kind of politely wait for Kemen to move out of the way. And then he's gonna like grab both of Valen's shoulders and then just kind of like lean in a little bit. He's like, "It should be I that is scolding you. You have mentioned killing way too much in the last." And he's gonna like do whatever they do at these times to calculate time, pull out an abacus or some shit. Like, it's been at least
Time with an abacus.
at least this many times in the last this many hours.
I mean, to be fair, it's fairly targeted killing.
Last resort. And jumping ahead. And
What?
maybe I'll make an exception for the tree bender snatchers, but
Okay, so Budai's on off the
I-
hook too.
I don't care that Yorion is a domain of death lady. He's gonna now cycle to putting his hands on his hips and he's doing the big brother / dad stare / mom stare.
Look, if we're gonna start counting numbers, I'm pretty sure you've killed more people than me. Well, no, there was that one time in the forest that killed a whole bunch of people. But
How
anyway,
many times have I made that plan from the get go?
we have, I mean, differences in
No
reality?
killing tonight unless it is absolutely necessary. You hear me?
normally I would put up a fight, but because of that, I only have 2 slots left. So my ability to murder has been severely diminished.
He's gonna find something like he's just gonna wrap his fingers.
But you're okay with this underground group kidnapping innocent or even loved?
That's.
pets
I know how many
and-
spell slots you have, and it's probably about the same as mine.
Yeah, except that it's good with bonking people. So, yeah, I'm not sure I crossed the moral line that you're inferring here.
You're getting close to it, and I don't like it.
I'm a little confused.
And he's just gonna give him a hug.
That's
Like,
Give
when
him
you
a
guys
hug, give
kinda-
you a pat on the head, then turn you around and face you in your group's direction, and then get ready to
As you
go
guys
with
are
his
like kind of breaking the hug, you feel Kevin kind of leaning in, like not like to get in on the hug, but just sort of like, "We'll be okay." In broken comment,
Ooh.
gives you a thumbs up. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Valen's gripping his holy symbol a little too tight. Right? Oh, all right. So, best of luck.
and to you. And he's just gonna round up the crew and shall we?
Yeah, we gotta leave soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go.
Yep.
So,
I have a meeting to
Uh,
go to.
so, Ryan, you have to be quiet, okay? Because we have to stay far enough so they don't see us. We have to stay close enough so we can see them. You know?
Young man, before you go,
Huh?
what do you need to do?
What do I need to do? Buddy system. We're doing it. What do you? Huh?
What
You see
are
him like
you-
slowly shrinking.
What are you missing?
What am I saying? Oh, taps his chest and mage armor goes up.
Not a boy.
Kemen once again. Okay. Me too.
Oh goodness, this is not what Balin wants to do.
Phelan, you need to teach your brothers Gammon or something, because I'm already teaching myself and Kimbish 2 different languages.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. We'll burn that bridge
If
when we
you
get
would-
to it.
All right,
Yeah,
perfect.
he's a soldier. He'll follow orders.
I think Ryland's having a mental breakdown now because, like, oh no, a soldier that doesn't understand.
Hey.
Well, we we all have our trials. Best
Hey,
of luck.
Kimbish,
Yeah.
you want to slowly teach Uncle Kemen here our sign language?
Okay. I mean, it's gonna be hard to do that while we're sneaky.
But we don't have to be sneaky till we're closer, right?
We should be sneaky the whole way.
Oh, the whole way.
Yeah.
How far is this place?
I don't know. It's kind of far. We should be sneaky, not him. He doesn't need to be sneaky. We do.
Oh boy. Well, let's just let's go. I need to go to bed.
Should we? And he kind of looks up at Ryland and his big antlers. Put like a thing on you, maybe?
A thing? What thing?
Yeah. Like a hood. Like a thing. Maybe. You're
I
very
feel
big.
like-
It's hard
yeah,
to
yeah.
hide you.
I feel like Ryland at some point, just for the lulz, would have asked.
Mukami.
Mukami
I would normally give you shit, but you don't have your notes. It's okay.
would have asked Mukami if she had anything for his garb. Obviously, noting that he would have to take off his helmet to assist, but
Yeah, like she kind of looks over you and okay, and you see her look off and look towards Kodrono, who she did supply a cloak to, but even for his height, it was a little too short. It kind of like reached his knees, and then she just looks at him and then you, and it's like that's a full foot. Oh no, it's gonna like reach your thigh. Like, you see all this panic on her face before. I have some things. It might not work.
wait, we short rested. Never mind, I got this. And he's gonna take off his helmet, put it in his bag of holding, and how far away is this place? You said it was an hour away.
No, it's less than an hour away. It's like 30-ish minutes away.
I forgot we short rested, which means that I can cast Firbolg magic instead of detect magic.
Yes, you can.
And he'll do that.
Disguise yourself.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Get out of here, dude.
Mm.
It's been I've I haven't had a weird squid staff in this game, all right?
Yeah.
Enthusiast campaign, so I haven't had to use it as much.
Fair enough.
But yeah, you're welcome to do that. What do you disguise yourself as?
Yeah, so he's gonna have that epiphany, like, oh wait, never mind, I got this. And he's gonna look over the crew. And he's gonna have like the desire to disguise himself as a tabaxi, just because that's who we're going to meet, and then he's gonna realize that that's probably gonna be too tall. So he's going to
It does make you up to 3 feet shorter.
Yeah, you can't
That's so
shrink
great.
yourself. That's true.
That's still way too tall for a tabaxi.
Oh, tabaxis can be tall.
No, they can be. Yeah.
Tabaxis can be up to about 6 feet tall or so.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We just
Yeah,
have been
dude, they're
running
not
around
like
with a child.
halflings, man.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You're
I thought
making it
they were
sound
all
like they're
tiny.
halflings.
I thought they were all tiny. Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
then,
It's
yeah,
all
he'll do
good,
that.
man.
He'll be like, Kambish.
Yeah.
You want to have a big brother?
I already do. And he just like looks around the
Aw.
family.
He's gonna be like, all right, and he's gonna pick out some of Cambish's features and maybe pick a trait or two and apply that to him. But he's
Okay.
gonna make himself look like a Cambish.
Aw, another silver tabby cat with blue eyes appears. When you do that, wow, cool. Oh, it's weird. It's cool. Are you and, like you see him trying to like poke you, and he feels some of the leaves of your armor, and he's like, oh, okay, cool. So like you guys like hear slight rustling as he's like playing with the leaves, even though there's nothing there. But that's cool. That's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
What's your name?
What should my name be?
I'm weird. Most tabaxis have names that aren't really names. But I was abandoned, so they named me Cam Beach.
What about? And he's gonna try and think of some name that incorporates the naturey stuff, like leaves and trees and branches.
Falls
and-
from skies.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh man, my brain just went very dark. My brain went bundle of sticks, and I was like, oh, that means something else. Nope.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Don't
Yep.
go there. Don't go there.
What about clump of leaves?
Bump of leaves? Yeah.
Does that work? Is that
Maybe
Cool name.
pile
Bushel
of
of
leaves.
leaves. Hides and leaves.
Hides and leaves. I like
hide
hides
and leaves?
Hides
Hides
and
and
leaves.
leaves.
Plays in dirt.
My name is Hides and Leaves. My name is Hides and Leaves. And he's practicing his voice.
That's pretty good. Oh, can you? Well, is it too late? Because he's gonna look at your armor. Maybe you should have more of your armory bits. Oh, I don't know if you did already, but like, do you have any leaf stuff still on your disguised self, or like, how did your?
That's why he's kind of doing his name there, because he still obviously wants his armor, and he doesn't want to like, because doesn't it like, isn't it just like a normal disguise self, where like, if you touch it, you can tell.
Right, exactly. Also, if you rustle around and make leaf noises, then it's like, where are these sounds coming from?
So he's probably gonna try and make it look a little less armory and probably more like a shabby chic, like, oh, I wrestled this into my appearance because I like it.
Okay, yeah. Sounds good. Okay, good. I like it. Hides and leaves.
Hides and leaves. Like hides, like I'm hiding in the leaves, or like hide as in like this is a hide from an animal.
I mean, you're not spelling it out, so why does it matter?
Hides, like you're hiding.
Okay, I'm hiding in leaves.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta have a backstory.
It could be a double entendre. It's fine.
Okay. We gotta go. We gotta be sneaky. And Valafar said just go. You know where it is, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I can find my way to it. Thank you.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Well, maybe we can. He like looks over Ryland and Rusi and Kevin. You guys can jump, right? You can jump. You jump good.
If not, that
Kevin can jump very
Rusi
good.
can take care of us.
Kevin hears his name, perks up. Yes. What? Okay. We can take
Ryland's
the
gonna
roofs.
pantomime jump and then critique his verbal enunciation of jump.
Jump. Oh, yes, jump. Yep.
Jump. Okay. Thumbs up.
Okay.
Thumbs up back. But Kavish is gonna kind of nod. Okay. We'll follow from above and might help us find other things too. So you go first, Valafar, and we'll start after you.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Palin, are you keeping Oryx, or is he coming with me?
I didn't even think about that. Actually, Oryx is still in the house. We haven't gotten anywhere near it, so.
No, I thought you left him with the other group.
Did I?
Thought? Maybe? I don't know.
I think I left him in the house. I don't remember coming out with him. Because if he was with me, I would have taken him with me. And I think it was like, oh, he's in the house. This is going to be quick.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You just wait here.
I'm pretty sure, if I'm going to be 100% honest, I'm pretty sure he's back in the house.
All right.
If you want to wait an hour, I can get you.
Don't forget all your tasks. You gotta find the orange room, and more importantly, you gotta find Truebender. Love you. Good luck. No pressure. He's just kind of and try and wiggle his tabaxi ears. I don't know if he can do that in disguise self or not.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
He's gonna give that a shot, and then leave very promptly.
Be safe.
Hi,
please.
good luck.
Likewise.
Yep.
As we're leaving, you see Kevin just kind of, we'll be fine. Good luck.
Thank you. You too.
But they head out, and Kambish immediately gets the rest of you guys onto a roof where you guys can kind of watch Valafar walking at first. But then after a little bit of time, mentions that we should stealth or be sneaky from here. Okay. So and don't land on the buildings hard because they might hear you. So you gotta be quiet.
That's right.
Wait, is the 1,000-pound Ryland still 1,000 pounds?
He's still a big boy.
Oh no!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You rolled already.
Wheels on the bus are falling.
Oh yeah,
It's
you rolled
good.
normally
It's
for
good.
stealth. Nice.
We have
Yeah.
distance. We have distance.
Mhm.
We have plenty of Yeah, we're good. We got.
That's a
Yeah.
0.0.
Roll me for Rusi as well, and I will roll for
shit.
Kambish and Kemen.
I don't think she has a. I'm just gonna roll you a d20, and then because I can't pull up her sheet on here, and it's gonna
I
take
think
me.
she does have a. I'll find out what her bonus is, and you.
Yeah, I'll just roll you a flat d20 for now. And we can apply it.
Because she's still in dog mode. I don't think her dex is flat. Yeah, she gets a +5 to stealth. Oh no. That's
Did you
going.
go through?
Yeah, she's a predatory creature.
No, I haven't. I
Oh,
don't see anything.
it
yet.
didn't. It didn't get sent. I don't
Oh,
want to tell you.
You're gonna have to.
I don't want
God.
to. Is
I'm
it
sorry,
worse than a
buddy.
5?
Yep.
Oh
Cambiche is
my
okay.
god. I think Cambiche has a
Um,
higher stealth score than you've had this entire campaign combined.
Well,
Mm.
Cambiche gets bonuses from being in the city because this is his home. He knows where he is. It's not this high elsewhere, but while he's here, he has a super
Everything
high
will be
one.
fine. I just hear him trip and hit a bunch of pots and pans as soon as they leave.
Oh boy.
It's okay because Rusi got a 3. 4, 3, 2.
Oh no! All right, so
Oh man, can't believe she's gonna. Wait, do I get a bonus because I'm a
Cambiche-
tabaxi now?
it's just an illusion. But Valafar, you start heading off alone.
Yes.
As it is necessary for you to meet him alone. Just because of the hour, there's very few people out and about, and even those that you do see seem to either kind of be, sloshing their way home after perhaps drinking a little bit too much, or otherwise kind of rushing to get home at this point because not only does the temperature drop very, very much, but it's very late. Most people are asleep at this point, so it's relatively empty streets, thankfully, besides the few that you see running around. And in the distance, you seem to hear a few clangs as you're walking. Like, definitely behind you. And in some places, like there's one particular clang that you hear that like immediately after it like echoes through the city and silence finally falls, you hear the broken "okay" from Kevin in the distance.
Oh boy.
I'm
But,
followed by a
yeah.
Ryland going shh.
And you don't see it, but the rest of that team just sees Cambiche furiously like
Through the
just
whispers.
immediately. So good.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. Continue.
No, that was it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, cool. Through the whispers, I'm gonna reach out to Cambiche and be like, "Is everything okay over there?"
They're not good at this. Oh, jeez.
Oh boy. All right. Well, just do your best.
Maybe go a little faster so they can try again.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. Stop. Can you give us a few more tips? Because
Yeah. Okay. You can't. Yeah, you can't. When you land, don't land on both your heels. It has to maybe one foot, and if you can roll, so you gets rid of some of the momentum. I thought you were gonna go through that other ceiling or roof. You gotta land soft. So no 2 feet, and use the momentum as you're landing.
Let's practice.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Okay.
look at the rest of the group. He's gonna give it a shot. He's gonna do a little dismount, try to do 1 foot, and then practice the roll as he.
And like as you're doing it, Cambiche will start kind of like somersaulting in front of you, like, "See, look, this is easy." And like he's a cat, so it's like he's almost like liquid. There's no bones in his body when he just seems to like move around. And not only that, but he's got beads and fur, so even if he makes noise, it's almost like it's insulated in his body, and he just doesn't seem to make noise. And like as you're watching this, you're like, "Nope, there's not a single part of me that is capable of that." I can somersault, but not silently.
He's gonna give it a couple shots to see how loud he is.
Yeah.
With
That's
his
fine.
somersault technique.
Okay. Let's just try it again. If it's bad, then we'll go on the ground, maybe, or maybe I'll stay on the roofs. You go on the ground.
That might work. But you still gotta be able to let us know what's going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's try one more time. Let's go. Come on. You can do it. And you see him just kind of waiting a little bit, just making sure that Valafar gets a little more space between everybody, and then
He's moving.
he takes off first. But he seems to be very kind of overt this time. Like as before, when he was jumping, it was very natural, and it was almost like you almost lost him a few times just because of how he was dipping in and out of the shadows. But now he's like very blatantly in front of you, like, okay, watch. Jumps off, and you see him roll, and like even when he lands, he like waits a moment just to like let everything settle around him, and then he looks behind him, and he's like, "Come on, you can do it."
I feel like Ryland's going at like 3/4 pace and trying to attempt to very carefully do his best.
Do the jump. I got you, buddy. All right, so this is a new stealth roll for not stealth. Yes, stealth. Excuse me. Roll for everybody, please.
Go, guys. You got this.
Actually, Kambish.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Fuck the roll 20.
Oh my god! Actually, Kambish does get advantage because he's in his hometown. I forgot about that. So not only does he get the there you go.
That nat 20 life.
Yeah, he's
Damn.
trying. And then
He's rolling high.
the
Damn,
other
he's plus
one.
12. That's impressive.
Oh, hold on, forgot to. Well, that's only when he's in the city
Oh, okay.
because he has because it's his home. When he's out, it's I think it's like an 8 or something. But when he's in the
That's
city,
still
it's
really
crazy
good.
high. Yeah.
We're moving on up.
Okay. Yeah. The lesson seems to work very well for Kevin and Rusi. Which is incredible because Rusi absolutely does not need to roll to be quiet, but she does. You're watching this dog like land and then start rolling and like kind of flop a little bit, but there's so much leaf and like fuzzy fur that doesn't really make too much noise. Ryland, you did learn not to land on both feet. However, you're still a very big, heavy giant landing heavily on these roofs.
I feel like
You-
Ryland,
so
I'm assuming he knows how loud he is.
yes.
He's gonna. Kambish.
Yeah, I don't think this is working. Yeah.
I'm gonna follow in that alley over there. If anything happens, you let Rusi know and she'll let me know.
Okay.
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 Everything will be fine. He's gonna shimmy on down. And he's gonna pull himself back up again. He's like, be safe. He's gonna lower himself back down.
Just for my entertainment, roll me one more stealth roll to see how quietly you land from this roof.
All right, I'm gonna open up my damn character sheet because fuck the roll 20.
Ah,
4, 5, 6.
I know, right?
We go up from here. Hey.
Okay. Unintentionally,
better.
like the lesson seems to sink in a little later than you wanted. Oh, okay, honey. But it does seem to sink in, and you land pretty quietly. As you land, you see Kambish and Kevin both leaning over the edge, and you get the from Kevin, and Kambish is like, "Good, that was better. That was better."
He's gonna be like, good luck, I'll be down here. And he's
Okay.
gonna realize that he doesn't know which direction we're going in general, like overall. He's like, is he gonna look up? Like, no, I'll ask Rusi. And he's just gonna start
Like,
walking the way that
you
we're going.
You look back up, and they're already gone.
oh.
I'm like, "Oh, I don't know the way." Oh, okay.
Yep, that's exactly. He's like, oh yeah. I think it's this way. And he's gonna go start going. He's like, Rusi, let me know if we make any turns, please.
Here, Rusi.
Yeah, no problem. I got you.
Insight check.
Paladin on the stealth mission.
Mm.
This
Doing
is what
good.
happens.
I mean, he's lucky enough he doesn't get the disadvantage because of his leaves.
Yeah.
But oh my god, garbage rolls. All right.
When I
So the
said I
team
pulled
heads
out
off
all
again.
the cards last session, I mean that I used all of
Yeah.
the cards.
Yeah. I used everything. So the team continues on now in 3 separate groups with Valafar ahead, Kambish, Kemen, and Rusi a little bit behind, and Ryland kind of fumbling around in the alleys beside. Not that you're making a ton of noise, it's more fumbling as in like you're trying to make sure you're going in the right direction.
Yep.
Because you're not entirely sure where it is. So you're doing your best to kind of like listen to hear where you should be going, but also like keeping up a distance and It's quite entertaining. But go ahead and give me a perception check because you're basically following off of any clues you get, and obviously Rusi will be directing you as well. But for the times that she doesn't talk to you, see how well you can. What's up?
I can apply it afterwards because you did ask me for it. But can I
Sure.
go ahead and swap to the owl? A for the night.
Yeah.
B for
of
the
course.
smell, so I could smell
Yes.
fucking the crew, and that could also
Yeah.
help him find his way.
Yes. That's absolutely fine because like I can't imagine Ryland would not go without that right now.
Yeah, that makes
Like,
sense. I agree.
You know? Yeah. It's not like a
Ooh,
just because you
dark
asked,
vision,
I'm gonna change.
20 feet.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So do you want me to roll flat or with advantage?
Advantage.
Okay. Advantio goes. Said
Congrats,
perception.
man.
That's a plus what?
Oh!
That was a nat one.
But wow. One in a
What the
20.
hell,
Nice,
man?
man. Wow.
TGF fucking owl patch.
God, you make
You
you
better
worry
kiss
so much.
Karugu when you get back.
Right?
Yeah,
Well,
right?
she didn't get the Malorites gave it to me. She just made it pretty.
There she pimped out that belt.
Trimmed it out for free. Yeah, you found that up. You got that off the Malorite asshole who put the collar
Yeah.
on Troubadour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good.
So finally, the team seems to be getting their shit together. To the point where, like, every now and then, Rusi checks in on you and is like, "Are you good? Are you following us? You okay?" And you just have her. You know exactly where they are, and you're not sure if it's also because you're pulling on Rusi's bond, but you just fucking find your groove, man. Like, this is where you're supposed to be, not on these roofs making noise on the ground.
He's also doing his best to mimic like the walk style that Kambish usually has, and because he's the only Tabaxi he's seen. So yeah,
Mhm.
fucking Kambish is his number. He's like, fuck, I'm a Tabaxi right now. I can't be me, so I'm just gonna,
There's a
He's
very
just trying.
sorry.
Yeah, he's just trying to sell the Tabaxi.
Performance, man. Let me see how good you are.
Oh boy. Sure, you don't want persuasion, so I can persuade people to.
No,
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, did good anyway.
Damn,
yeah.
man. Good roll.
Yeah, you've been looking after
That
this
was
child for a while, and it really seems to have impacted your ability to pretend to be him for a little bit. You are noticing it seems to exert a lot more energy than you were expecting, and you're not sure if that's because he's a kid and he just has like almost endless energy until he absolutely fucking crashes, or if it's maybe just part of the race that they have a lot more energy. But like you're using your thighs a lot more than you're expecting.
It's really like,
all right,
oh, I'm gonna feel this tomorrow. Oh, I just want to go to bed.
like you already know you failed your constitution save for that, but you're already like, oh, I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow. But you're good. You can keep up, no problem. So that being said, Valafar, for the rest of the trip, you thankfully don't hear anything else. There were within the first 5 minutes or so, like decent amount of noise. The beginning was the worst. But afterwards, it seems to quiet down after that, and you're pretty confident that you seem to be alone. And even just kind of like you checking and looking, you never see Kambish. But every now and then you kind of hear him in your head.
Okay, we're still here. We're still behind you, just on the roofs. Well, some of us.
Well
Ryland's
done.
on the ground. Thank you.
It's amazing how he's hidden. Excellent job.
Thank you. He's learning.
It's like, it's a strange sight if anyone were to see them, because there's a child cat, a leafy dog, and a Gith Yankee just running across the roofs
Walk into a bar.
as a team.
I was
Which
gonna say it
also,
sounds like a joke. Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Which is also like the Gith Yankee is in like tattered clothes and has a real shiny great sword. Like this is weird about how you look at it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But that is but thankfully they're stealthing well enough for no one to really keep track or notice these things. So you're able to continue on, and not too long after you find yourself approaching the Scimitar Lodge. It's not busy, but there are the lantern lights are still on. You can still hear some chatter from the inside. it's not unsurprising. You do know of this place. It's not one of your favorites, but it's lively almost all through the night. Mostly because they sell alcohol pretty much all night, and then it's also a place to crash in case you've had too much to drink. So it's not unusual that there still seems to be some activity, but you see it ahead of you, a few blocks away.
All right, almost there. As he's walking, he's also gonna kind of like look around, casually as he's like walking. Not enough to be like super noticeable, but like to see if there's anything like I don't know, like out of the ordinary. Because a lot of strange things have been happening in the city, whether it's like murders, demonic activity, that kind of stuff.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Okay, cool. I'll give you perception. Here we go. All right, dirty 20. All right.
Nice. Roll me a d8, actually.
Just D8, sure.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Nothing seems to catch your attention as you're like in terms of strange. You do see a couple kind of barrel their way out of the front doors of the Scimitar Lodge. I want to say lounge every time. It's a lodge. It's not a lounge. Okay, the Scimitar Lodge.
It sounds cool, lounge. So I think that's why it rolls off the tongue.
It does.
Better.
But the lodge is to imply that you can spend the night there because you can't. I mean, you can't sleep at a lounge. You're not supposed to, but you really you could if you wanted to.
Yeah, if it's one of those nights.
Exactly, if you get fucked up. But as you're walking up to the Scimitar Lodge, you do see a couple, one arm over the other, just drunk as fuck, like stumbling out the doors. And like you're at a distance and you could already smell the alcohol off these guys. They seem to be trashed and they seem to be singing their hearts out at the moment. But even with that, your perception is high enough for you to like notice them, but also like look around as well. Nothing else seems too strange. One of them looks like they have clothes that might be a guard off duty, and maybe they came there to relax a little bit or something. But they just seem like commoners having a good time at the moment.
Looks like a good night.
Mercy. I need to be right back and grab some food because everything's gonna close soon. So I'll be right back.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll listen on the Twitch.
You're good actually, because you're the other team, so this is mostly Valafar right now. Go ahead.
If you need me, text me.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, see you later.
Yep. Oh man. Oh, Valen's in here, Dennis. So worst comes to worst, I might make you roll for him instead, like that.
Oh no one deserves that. I'm the worst roller in the world.
That. Oh man,
that's awesome. But Valafar, other than those drunkards singing, you don't catch anything otherwise strange.
Okay, great. So as he's like walking, he's like, through the whispers, tells Kenvish, seems like an ordinary night. A couple of people having a good time. Some having too much of a good time.
I guess so. I don't think they'll let me in anyway. But we're gonna stay outside and watch.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you in. I mean, when you're older, absolutely, but yeah, this isn't a good time for you. In fact, when you become a man, you'll have that drink.
Okay.
You see, like you can feel him smiling through the connection.
Yeah, I'll be more than happy to be the first guy to take you.
Yeah. That sounds good. I guess. I don't know what drinks are like. That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's a lot to explore, but when you get there, it'll be fun. We'll go over it. But I'm glad you're safe for now.
Yeah. Be careful.
Thank you. You too. Dangerous times. So yeah, just be very careful up there. I know I'm kind of going into the hornet's nest here, but these days crazy things have been happening.
Yeah.
You just kind of like hear him quiet down, and you can kind of like tell just from his response that he's probably like hunkering down and getting a good spot, a vantage point at this point.
Okay, cool. All right, so I walk in there.
All right. And as you walk in, you do see a few tables that are out. It's kind of what you expect from a lodge / tavern situation. They all seem to have sort of old wood benches as well as tables with some food that's out, but it's mostly drinks at this point. At this hour, not a lot of people are eating. It's just alcohol. And there's not a lot of people. There's a few per table and such. There does seem to be a waitress who's kind of putting down more drinks for some folk. Nobody's quite like loud or belligerent, other than there does seem to be a song that they're all kind of like singing out loud. And it does resemble the song that you heard the two who stumbled out drunk singing as well. So perhaps they all joined in the festivities and that guy left. But you do notice that there seems to be the bartender in this section happens to be a white female dragonborn that's behind the counter at the moment. She's just kind of cleaning off some things. And
Is that Kamala Khan?
Wait, what?
Kamala, not Kamala, Kala. Then there's you. You got me. Kala, do you remember Kala from Elkhart?
Oh,
She was,
right.
Dragonborn?
We
Yeah.
call it from your other campaign, right?
From Elkheim, yeah.
Elkheim, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think she was white though. Wasn't she? Gosh, what color was she?
No,
She was white. And
Was
she
she
yoked.
white?
She was pristine white, and she
I
had
thought she
purple
was
eyes.
silver. Damn. Okay.
No, she was white.
All right. Never mind then. Okay.
But here seems to be a white dragonborn as well, who's also female, but does not have purple eyes. It is not Kala from another life. She's yoked.
Could be a sister. Could be a distant relative. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? Who knows? But at the moment, I'll just kind of use your perception check from before, but you do not see Bag of Nails at the moment. And also, there doesn't seem to be an empty table. There is one that has one human male who seems to be very sloshed and is like kind of drunkenly singing along, but doesn't seem to be wildly aware of his surroundings.
All right. So you said that's the only spot that's open.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I have a map for you. Hold on. Let me bring you over.
Oh, thank
actually
you. I love them visuals.
Sure.
That works.
Yeah. I'm going to bring everyone over, even though not everybody is there. Oh, I almost tried to do the wrong one. Ah, there it is. Okay. Too many maps.
The price of being a DM. It's all good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I was like, I pasted you guys in, but I don't see anything happening.
So nobody's dancing on
Um,
any tables. That's good.
Nobody's dancing on tables yet. Valafar, you're there. I'm just gonna.
What
drag the
about
rest of these guys in.
anyone like running on like kegs and stuff?
Running on? Oh, you mean like bouncing?
Balancing on kegs. Thank you. That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was like running on. At the moment, no. But hey, give it some time. You don't know. Maybe it'll get that wild.
Hey man, I mean those
Oh
guys
my
were walking
gosh.
out. They were having a good time, so I wasn't sure how wild it was gonna be.
They were indeed having a great time.
Oh man, this is
But yeah,
bringing back
that's
memories of Red Dead 2, man. I think I might have a Lenny moment here.
oh. Oh my god. But anywho, you do not see Bag of Nails, but you find yourself here.
All right, so the slosh guy has to be this dude, right?
Yeah, it's the dude off to the
'Cause-
right, exactly.
Oh, all right, cool. All right, I casually walk over, and I'm like, "Excuse me, friend." He looks around. This place is kind of packed. I know we don't know each other, but do you mind if I sit down?
And he's like mid song at the moment, but it like kind of stops to look up at you and is just like, I did mean to let you know that I just seem to love you so. Like, doesn't register your words at all. It's just still singing.
Is it the way he's singing? Is it like that of like a musician, or is he just like I don't know, like someone not trained, I guess?
Oh no, there's no training here at all. Like it
Oh,
is
okay.
just this is a man just singing because he can, not because he's talented at it at all.
Just checking. All right, cool. All right, I'll take that as a yes. And he sits down.
And, like, you sit down, he raises his glass, his mug basically, which is about half full at this point. And as he like slams it down, you see some of it sort of slosh around him. And you can also notice that like there does seem to be a few little like puddles next to him, probably from exuberantly singing. And you're starting to wonder if he ever took a sip out of that particular mug. Maybe like he just got so drunk he's just fucking flailing it around the table at this point. But you do take a seat, and he just kind of continues singing. And he seems to kind of try and get you to sing as well, and is like, and then we like is kind of motioning for you to join him at this point.
He's like, I don't know, friend. You got a better singing voice. You're good. I'm enjoying this entertainment.
You must know the song.
Yeah, I'm not much of a singer, so I'm more of a. I like to enjoy the atmosphere. If you catch my drift.
I guess do you want a drink?
Yeah, that was...
He just kind of swashes his drink around.
Hey, speaking of drinks, what are you drinking?
She makes a special ale. I think she said it's from like scorpions or something.
Scorpions, interesting.
Good. Just try it.
Judging by your demeanor, yeah, I'm sure it looks great.
Do you want to try some of mine? Just kind of like offers you his mug.
No thanks, friend. I mean, your kindness has been great. You've let me sit at your table. I'm not going to take your drink. I will, however, get a drink, and I'll come join you. Unless they have waiters and waitresses, do we have to go up and get a drink, or do we get served?
You should probably get one first, and then, or you could call. I forgot her name. She over there. She seemed like just drunkenly pointing off to the other side. And there is indeed a waitress who looks very tired. And while everybody is singing, she looks kind of annoyed to be listening to everybody singing at this point. And it's like, I want the shift to be over, and it's still going on. She's still like delivering things here and there, but you see him just kind of like struggle. Samantha? What's her name? Oh, what's her? She's gonna be so mad. I always forget her name. You can ask her. Yeah, you know what? Ask her name and come back and tell me so I don't look bad.
Hey, are you romancing the woman? Because if you aren't, it's not an issue.
No, I don't.
That's the only time they get angry. Like if you don't remember their names, yes.
Okay. Hey, Samantha, come here. What's your name? Just like shouts across the tavern now. And you see her putting down a few cups and or mug, excuse me, and then she just kind of like freezes and looks off to the side. I'm right there. Like continues delivering a few and picking up some, and he's just like, I guess you're right. She didn't seem that mad. I should have asked her before. Well, she'll be here. Don't worry. Just kind of like waits awkwardly.
Yeah, I mean, she's a busy woman. It's a busy night. Does this man have anything like unique about his attire or his appearance?
Give me an investigation check.
Sure. Because I was just curious if you had any like logos or insignias or whatever on him.
Yeah.
Investigation. No, that's okay. That's normal. Good.
I like how this is supposed to be a clandestine meeting, and you go to the loudest motherfucker in the room.
That's the only free table, man. She told me only one table was free.
The others, people seem to be interacting with each other. That was a natural one, but yay for
reliable talent.
That was so weird.
I love that ability, man. I can roll that one and be like, I rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Yep. It's just so weird to see a nat 118. Like it's red, like you fucked up, but it's an 18. So anyway, yeah, you're taking a good look at this guy, and not only is the table wearing very much of his drink, but his attire seems to be wearing very much of his drink. Looking over him, he seems to have a vest with many, many pockets. And even as he sort of like sloshing about. Like the flap kind of opens up in one of them, and you can see a few things in there that, at first glance, and because you're so on alert at the moment, you're kind of wondering if those are all weapons, like if he just has a bunch of knives or something in there. But the more he moves around, the more you see like they seem to be tools of some kind. You can't quite make him out perfectly just because he's still like in motion. But you do catch a little symbol that seems to be sewn into the shoulder of his shirt that's underneath the vest. And you've been in the city long enough to know, but he does seem to be part of some sort of craftsman guild, and is likely a man who works with his hands and came here to blow off some steam, probably.
Nice. This man is probably an artificer. Craftsman's Guild. Oh,
That's
that's
elite.
the other thing too. I'm gonna ask this man. Oh yes, sir. I apologize. What is your name?
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, we just met and everything, but it's cool. My name is Coyote. What's your name?
My name is
It's very
Valafar.
nice to meet you. Oh, that's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. And he motions for like a handshake. Oh, thank you for
Put
spelling
him
that.
there.
I spelled Kano instead, so that works.
Yeah. Yo, man, this is Kano. No, yeah, it's Coyote.
Does he have a red glowing eye?
Does
He
he
does
have
not
male
have a
pattern
red glowing
baldness? Is he
Yeah, I
going
was
red
like,
eye?
Does
No.
he have an angry Australian voice that I have yet
He
to hear?
does not. Why was he Australian? He was never Australian before. And then the movie came out, they're like, he's Australian. Anyway,
No, in the games they made him Australian. It's awesome.
well, they did
Only
that to
after
match
the
the
movie,
movie. Yeah. Like they fucked up in the movie, and then they were like, "Well, now that's how he is." Oh my god, it's the greatest shit. It's so stupid. But yeah, he kind of like moves his hand to go shake yours, and you're a little relieved that you have, gloves on and such, because as he detaches, there's like a little bit of stick to his hands. Like this man just seems to be covered in his alcohol and his drink. But just it's very nice to meet you, Valafar. You seem like you're not. Excuse me if I'm being presuming too much. Are you here for any time, or like because it's kind of late? You're drinking? Are you drinking? What's up? How's your day going?
Day's going well. Came
That's
here
good
to
as
meet up with potential contact and have a drink and see where it goes.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, don't let me get in your way. Yeah, my friends just left, and I'm probably leaving soon too. Anyway, probably just sleep tonight here. Anyway, Samantha. And, as you look up, you do see that the woman, the waitress, seems to be making her way back to you. And as she's approaching, you can like already see her kind of rolling her eyes, but she steps up to the table. Hi, do you need something? No, I wanted to make sure. He told me that you wouldn't get mad at me if I don't know your name, because I'm not trying to romance you. So what's your name? I don't remember. Just kinda,
That gentleman right there is lying. He's not making any sense right now.
he's like raise a brow and look at you. Go ahead, give me a deception check.
Yes,
Oh
let's do it. All right.
Hey, nice.
A
Like,
criminal
as you're saying
background.
that- oh my god! As you're saying that, you see, like her eyebrow raises, and then she just like extends the look towards him, and she's just like, oh, "He's just always a mess." Anyway, can I get you something? Do you need something? I think we're cutting you off. Like points at him, and it's just, what? What do you mean? I'm not. Look, I'm still working on this one anyway. And he finally takes a sip after just kind of like fucking spilling most of it around.
Couple things. What do you have in terms of drinks? I don't frequent this place that much, so yeah, please help me get to know this place.
We have the usual that you can find almost anywhere, but we specialize in our scorpion ale. If you'd like to try that,
How strong is that?
it's pretty strong. You know, there's a they say a 1 in 1 millionth chance that you might get just a little bit of venom, and then it might be a little stronger than usual. But you know, most of the time it's okay. It's part of the thrill, I think.
Do you have anything lighter?
Of course. I'll put you down for regular ale then.
Yeah, I'll go with the basics, thank you. And he's like, and excuse me, miss.
Yes.
What is your name?
I'm Samiri.
Samiri. Okay.
Close.
Nice to meet you, Samiri. Also, oh wow, I almost got that right. I just was missing the H. Okay.
Yeah, there's a surprise H in there. Oh, Nubs. Hi, Nubs.
Almost got it.
Nubs is
All right,
hard.
so I reach into my gold pouch and I pull out. I'm gonna pull out 10 gold. I'm gonna motion it to her. I'm gonna look. Looks like you're having a rough night here, so at least have a little something that will get you through the night and possibly the next couple days. And he hands over like 10 gold.
You see her kind of like take it and like sit there for a moment with it in her hand, like almost in disbelief, and just sort of look back at you incredulously. All right, I can appreciate that. I'll get you a drink right away, sir. Of
course.
Pockets it and heads off immediately. And as she's heading off, Coyote next to you is, what about me? Wait, no, I'm still working on. Bye, Samantha. Like goes back to takes another sip.
It's like Samiri.
That's what I said.
It's not the same thing.
Sort of looks at you like, sure.
Yes, you're having a good time. All right, I get it.
It's a great time. What's not to like? It kind of goes back to drinking. And it doesn't take her very long, but she does come back with a drink for you and sets it down in front of you. And as she does, just sort of like, she stays near one of your ears and just sort of whispers a bit. And if you need anything else, just give me a call.
Thank you.
And
Oh,
kind of.
but before you leave,
Yes.
have you seen the Baxi around?
Not right now.
Does the name Bag of Nails ring a bell to you?
Roll a persuasion check.
Damn it. All right, here we go.
You can't roll a 1.
There's
I'm
no.
not proficient in it.
Oh.
Yeah, hence my damn it.
Boy. It's okay. You got this.
Hold
You
on.
get an advantage because of gold.
Because of gold.
That lowered the DC. That's easily.
Yeah, not that low. Not that low.
You have inspiration?
Nah, that's not.
He
worth
has
it, man. It's
inspiration,
all right.
yeah. But yeah. As you ask her, you see her just kind of. No, I don't think it sounds very familiar to me.
Can I also
but
insight check that answer?
you can, yes.
There we go.
I will say that like the DC is relatively high just because your persuasion was so low.
That's fair. That's fair.
You might have
just
to
so you
gold your way through it here, Ben.
And I'm rolling great tonight. Okay.
Yeah. You rolled an 8, but it kicked it up to a 10 because
Yep.
Reliable talent.
Good shit.
Yeah, it's a little. She's a very guarded individual, and it's probably because she just deals with drunk assholes all the time. And it's like you got to be careful with how she presents herself or what she might say. But it's hard to read if she's hiding something. You can't tell, but you also can't tell if she's being genuine at this moment.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Well, thanks. I mean, if you see Tabaxi, please let me know because I am supposed to be meeting at Tabaxi by that name.
Will do. She just kind of smiles and steps away, heading back to the bar to kind of clean up and get a few other drinks out, leaving you at the table with the drunk human man, who at this point kind of starts just like chatting you up. So I have a question, and like I don't know if this is racist. Is it hard to sleep with your hordes? Like, because they're Like, how do you ruin pillows? How does, because you got horns.
He chuckles. He's like, I've
Is
heard
that
of a lot
offensive?
of. No, no, no. I'm just laughing at how hilarious this is. I've never had anyone ask me about my horns ruining bedding. No, I
Oh,
mean, I guess if I move a certain way, and if I'm a bit of if I sleep on my stomach and I don't know, move my head around, maybe depends on the fabric, but otherwise I'm a back sleeper,
oh.
so it's
Can you
generally not a
sleep on
problem.
but like it's like beside your head too, right? So like, can you sleep like with your head on, like, are you just on your horn?
It depends on the surface a little bit, yeah.
Hmm. That sounds annoying. I'm sorry if that's sorry.
No, 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 no. It's fine.
Takes a
I've
sip.
had worse things being asked about, so it's okay. It is what it is.
Mm. He just kind of reaches across the table and just sort of like pats your shoulder a little bit. Hey, thanks. You seem like a good guy. This is it's a nice way to end the night. And you start seeing like the energy in this man like slowly dying down. Like whatever energy was keeping him up long enough to drink this long is just deteriorating at this point. Like he's probably minutes away from unconsciousness, but still has a smile on beside you. But Dubs is chasing after Nubs.
Yeah, I can hear him.
As one does.
Yeah. Lately he's been like, no, I don't want, like, because we usually make him do a trick to get food or like to get his dinner. And lately, like, if Dubs tries to make him do it, sometimes he'll just walk away.
Oh my gosh, you're making this poor animal perform for you.
Yeah, he just gives us rest.
Yeah, he has to,
he
because
does-
that's. Sorry,
he has to
My
do the standing run.
goodness.
No, it's okay.
My
But it's
goodness.
hilarious.
he needs interaction. You can't just give him food.
Kind
He's
of
gotta earn it. He's a
operation
hunter.
is this?
Exactly. But no, it is hilarious because I
On the
feel like
harsh
he gives
streets of East
Dubs.
Orange.
I feel like he gives Dubs more shit than he gives me. But like I don't know exactly. Anyway,
That's because Dubs is his boy.
Well, you know what it
Yeah.
is? You're the mean mama, and he's the fun dad. That's why.
it's quite the opposite. Like well, no, kind of. The only times that's absolutely true is like at the end of the night when I'm saying goodnight to Dubs and like I go into the room to say goodnight to him. Dubs always follows us in and then like hangs out one of the windows, but I can't leave him there because I don't want him to wake up Dubs, like jumping on the bed or maybe meowing or anything like that. So I always have to make him leave. So the way I make him leave is like he'll be in the window and I'll walk right up to the window and just like sternly say his name and he'll just meow back at me in protest. Like he's so mad. And I'm like, no, he's mad. But if I call him enough, he'll meow. He'll still protest the whole way as he leaves. It's just like meowing, and I'm like, oh man, he knows what he's supposed to be doing. He's not supposed to be there. Anyway,
Yeah, he's supposed to be looking out for Nolan and yelling at him.
exactly, that's his job. But
Yeah,
as
he
you
has to
are,
let him know. He's the cat of the block.
he's not. He's the tiniest cat. Nolan is a big boy. He would. That's not a good thing. Anyway,
Hey, he survived the streets of East Orange, man.
he sure did.
Those are some tough streets, despite his size.
Correct. Not too long after you're watching his energy just sort of tank, you hear the door behind you open up. And before you kind of like get a chance to like turn and look beside you, a familiar figure just kind of takes a spot right next to you. As you glance over, you do notice that it seems to be Bag of Nails at the table beside you, and he doesn't make eye contact with you, but he just sits beside you and watches the drunkard, who's like, "Hey, it's turning into a party again.
Ooh.
Please tell me you can sing." And you see Bag of Nails kind of looking over him and then back to you. Maybe another time, I guess. He just kind of leans in your direction, but doesn't look at you yet. So I think you kind of look like you were alone, so that's good. I did take a moment to look around, so I guess you're here. So I can introduce you to people, but it might not go well.
I'm a man of my word, so you said alone, I came alone. And you said it might not go well in what sense? Like
I
threatened,
mean,
killed kind of thing? How bad are we talking about?
if you're looking for your friends, they might assume that, and maybe they won't let you in. But I can at least give you a chance. I mean, that's what this is all about.
Yeah, a chance for sure. This friend means a lot to my companions. And as he's talking, he's obviously, not looking in his direction too. It's kind of doing the whole
Mhm.
like criminal slash like Secret Service communication where it's like, you're looking straight ahead, not making eye contact to whoever you're talking to, that kind of thing.
Which is great because it almost looks like you guys are going to give this drunkard like a shakedown or something because the two of you are just looking at him while he's just like, "Hey, what's up?" Yeah, that is easy enough to do. But go ahead and roll me a deception check for your "I'm a man of my word."
Hey, he did come alone, so it's true.
You didn't though.
I did. There's no one in the room with me.
You came in the building alone.
Exactly. So that's the truth right there.
Go
There's
ahead
no
and
one
roll.
in here.
Okay, nice. You rolled well anyway, so you're all good. But you see him just sort of like glancing around again, and okay, so I could go talk to someone, and she'll come talk to you too. And that's who you probably have to convince to get what you might want, just so you know.
Okay. So this person you're going to set up a meet with. I'm assuming this is a big deal.
Kind of. She's like the first one you probably have to impress. I'm still working on it myself.
Ah, I see. Trying to make a name for yourself. We've all been there.
Something like that.
Well, if you help me out, maybe I can help you out too.
Roll persuasion for that one.
Damn it.
Try to get away with these things.
Okay, it's not bad.
That's not bad at all. Yeah. You see him kind of nod a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So, stay here. I'll be back. I'm gonna go get her.
Okay. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Like he kind of lingers for a moment, but then gets up and heads off. You do notice that it doesn't seem as though he goes out the front door. Kind of like what you see on this map. He goes down the long way, and then there seems to be a door, and he heads into that section and disappears for a little bit, but leaving you and Coyote there at the table. So, is that your friend?
More like an acquaintance, really.
Okay. Do you
I mean,
want me to leave?
no. This is your table. You invited me here. You don't have to leave.
All right.
You have a good time. It's okay.
I've had a great time.
Oh, well, keep it rolling then.
I don't live too far, but I might need to. I need to get a room. Anyway, I'll stay a little bit longer. I'll finish my drink, and then I'll go.
Yeah. Depending on how my business turns out here, if you need help being escorted to a room, I could help you.
No, thank you. You are quite the buddy. Thank you. Should
Thank
be
you.
okay.
You invited me to your table, and I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Goes back to his drink. And you, if you do indulge in your ale, does seem to be kind of what you were expecting. On the lighter side, the booze in this city in general always seems to have something unique about it. Even if it's a typical ale, there seems to always be like maybe a spiciness to it or a citrus flavor that you weren't kind of expecting if you're not from this area. But at this point, you've kind of gotten used to the usual. So even though this seems to have a little bit of a spice kick to it, doesn't bother you at all. Oh no, what did you send us, Dennis? But you're there for probably 15 more minutes, and with him just kind of like talking to you not the whole time, but a good amount of the time. But towards the end, you see him just almost like melting on the table. And after a bit, he just sort of gets up and is like, puts a hand on the table. So I should get a room because I'm very tired now. But it was a pleasure, and I hope I'll see you then, I guess.
Yes, it was a pleasure meeting you, sir. Coyote, yes. You seem like a good man. And
Well, thank you.
yeah, absolutely.
You seem like a good devil man. You have a good night.
He chuckles, thank you.
Watch out! Tell those pillows to watch out.
That's right, watch out for you, man.
As he's doing so, he stumbles off and heads towards the bartender, who there seems to be recognition in her face as he comes forward, and she's like, "Okay, here you go. Yep, that's fine." Kind of motions for him to go find a room, which he does indeed. But he heads off and disappears from your table.
Valafar, roll a charisma save.
Wait, what?
What the shit?
I mean, I'd be okay at it, but what?
You getting hit on heavy there.
Oh, by the dude?
Yeah.
Wait, what? I'm so confused.
Carry on. Don't worry. I'll tell you when you're older.
I have no idea what you're referencing, but okay.
When you hit 45, I'll tell you. No, that's okay.
Dude, I'm older than you.
Only in years.
A little bit more time passes, and you find yourself there for another like 10 or so minutes, and you hear through your whispers, Kampish kind of checking in on you.
Hey, what's going on? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay so far. I met a nice man named Coyote.
Oh, okay.
Give me a bit of company until my contact arrive. Bag of nails. He's gonna try to set up a meet with one of the people who can try to help us with the tree bender situation.
Are you gonna tell her that's what you're there for?
That is a great point. I'm thinking maybe more of the lines, hate to say it, but maybe in a way of earning tree bender back. I don't want to come off as too hostile in the sense of like stealing tree bender, even though that's what we really want. But given the environment that I'm in, I don't want to create too much hostility. Maybe I could try to do a favor for a favor, or maybe use some gold to try to get tree bender back.
I know the rest of them are also trying to get him back too. I wonder if they're close.
It's possible, yeah. So the key is I'm going to try to be slick about it and try to figure out a way to get tree bender back without a conflict, without any conflict.
Okay.
Maybe like a scratch my back, scratch your back type thing.
Okay. Good luck. We're outside if you need something.
Of course, thank you. And if anything happens, by all means, let me know. I don't mind abandoning this op to help you out.
We're okay out here.
Okay, good.
And as you finish talking with him, you don't quite hear anything, audibly around you, but you do hear Kambish almost like forgetting to stop communicating psychically, So you hear him kind of trying to communicate with Kevin, and he's,
Down, no, down. You gotta down.
and it takes a moment for you to recognize that, like, as a kid, it's hard for him to like turn off the communication button in one direction and then like talk in another direction. But you get the idea that he's probably trying to just make sure that no one can see him because, you know, he's a smaller figure. It's easier for him to hide. But a big old tall Githyanki with a shiny sword is a little easier to see.
He's that guy who doesn't know how to mute the mic.
Right. Yeah. He's just like, Mom, give me some pizza rolls. It's just not muting it at all. Pretty much exactly that. But yeah, you kind of hear that for a moment before it goes quiet again. And Flandy, are you back or are you still doing some shit?
He's back.
Okay, Flandy, how's it going? Go ahead and give me a perception check while you're out there. I'm assuming you're still on the ground, right?
Yes, he's given up his endeavors on the high ground.
Okay. Also, I feel like Ryland has not had a good night for ruse. Like, you fought on one, you fell off out of the sky, like, you fell down, you climbed back up, you fell down again. Like, it's not.
I jumped off one with the baddie.
You know, exactly. That's where I'm like, maybe this is just the overarching theme for poor Ryland, where it's like, the floor. Put me on the floor, on the ground.
Okay.
I need some feet, or things beneath my feet. Oh, whoops. I forgot to restart this one.
Assuming it relies on vision or smell.
Yes. Oh, you did roll with advantage. That's fine. Yeah. I was like, yeah, you did it. You did it already. Good job.
Yeah, he did the thing. Good
I'm
job.
You
sorry,
did the
hearing.
thing.
Type.
Yes,
Good.
I do remember that. And that is totally cool. So no worries there. Yeah. All right. So you're down there on the outside. Actually, I should have Kevin. Roll me one for Rusi as well.
Perception?
Because yes, exactly.
Does it rely on hearing or smell?
It sure does.
Hell yeah.
Oh god, yo, fucking Kambish is doing bananas.
Oh
right
no.
now. Aw.
Oh,
Natural
no.
for Kevin.
Oh, Kevin. Whoa. It's a good night for him.
Boys, I'm gonna need you to pass Kevin's sheet over to Nennis.
Oh, his name
I don't know if it's gonna be better if I hand it to Nenner.
I don't know either.
Nenner's just shaking his head.
No, it'll be slightly better.
Oh my god. So you guys are all kind of on the outside just listening in. And at this point, Valafar's been inside for a good like 30, almost 40 minutes. Like, it's been a healthy amount of time at the moment. But you're just kind of waiting with bated breath. Kevin seems very distracted. He seems to be like staring through one of the windows only at Valafar and seems to have zero awareness of the situation other than that, which is why every now and then he just seems to be standing up on top of this roof, which is why every now and then Kabish is like, sit down, stop it, you're gonna get us caught. So he is just a little too distracted and not quite paying too much attention. But both Ryland and Kambish, there's a moment from the building that you guys are probably like in buildings adjacent to it or relatively close, still outside obviously, but a little bit closer so you can see kind of the environment at least. But through a few of the alleys that are not super far away from you guys, on the opposite end, you see probably like a pair of shadows or so kind of darting behind the building. Likely going towards the Scimitar Lodge, but just because of how quickly they were going. And it is dark. I know both of you have dark vision, but they are relatively far. You do catch a little bit of movement in the alleys beside the Scimitar Lodge.
Ryland's gonna. I imagine he picked something out to do that looks relatively normal at 2 a.m. on the street.
What would that be? Just curious. What's that?
We're gonna go. Probably not fully drunk, but he's probably gonna be acting like the homeless tabaxi, doing the I have nowhere to go, so I'm just gonna chill out here thing.
Okay. So good.
Yeah, he's probably sitting with his back up against the wall and maybe like pull out one of his bags to make it look like it's everything that he owns in this bag.
Okay. Performance or deception, whichever you would prefer.
Oh boy, yep. Mm. You sure you don't want it? I'm persuading people that I'm.
No.
No.
There's some you're either playing a part or you're lying. That's what's happening right now.
Oh shit! The performance of a
Yeah.
lifetime.
Holy shit!
Yes.
He's in the Zen mode.
Performance of a
What?
lifetime, right there.
I think again, Ryland is like anything to be off these fucking roofs, man. I will do anything I need to do to just not be up there. So you fucking nailed it, man. Honestly, like there's a moment where Kambish was looking for you, and he like overlooked you at first, and you see his little head kind of poke out from the side of the building, just like. But then you kind of just catch his little noises and look up and
Oh, hey, wow, good job. So he's in there. He's waiting for the lady. I think his contact or whatever.
He's gonna tell Roosty to be like, Roosty, have not Valafar, have Kambish talk to you and not me.
wait. Did you? Oh, sorry. Can you say the names again? I feel like they were out of order, but
He's telling Roosty to have
Mhm.
Kambish talk to her talk to him through her.
okay, gotcha. Good. All right. I think my brain switched the Rusi and Kambish part.
Ryland's
like,
doing
that's not
his
how it
best.
works.
Yeah, Ryland's doing his best to avoid eye contact and just kind of continue playing his part.
Sounds good. Okay.
He doesn't want to draw attention up there.
So Rusi just kind of like gets his attention, and like it takes a bit, but they seem to communicate that. And
Oh, okay.
and he speaks to her. She doesn't understand everything, but what she does pick up, you know, get delivered to you. But you do hear that he's waiting for someone, and that it's been a little bit, but you're just kind of waiting. But then after that, Kambish mentions, which you only get from Rusi, so you only hear,
I think he said he saw something, like something moving. Like
Not
towards
yes.
the lodge. Not yet. I'm nodding. Okay, he's nodding too.
Okay. Tell him to throw one rock off the roof if he thinks I should follow, or two if actually you can't tell him that. Fuck. Actually, fuck.
this is just a great moment because let me paint the picture for you once again. There is a Gif Yankee, a green dog, and a child tabaxi on the roof. None of the three can communicate with each other well.
Oh, no.
There's not a single shared language between the three of them.
Oh no. Oh, Ryland's the linchpin that he didn't realize he was.
So, like, as you were saying this, the two of them were just staring at each other vacant because they're like, there's something I want to say, but I don't know how to. You seem like you want to say something, but I don't understand. There's just like a distraction there that is just not quite working out. But after a little bit, Valafar, through the your psychic link, you hear Kambish.
Mhm.
I saw some people moving out on the outside. I don't know if they're coming in, but I don't know. I just wanted you to know.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate the heads up. Possible contacts, maybe, or who knows? Could be something else.
Ryland's
Yeah,
going
be
to
careful.
Thank you.
get up at this point. Kind of collects his things, like he's like, all right, I'm done with this spot. I need a better spot. And he's gonna do his best to look like he's looking for a new place to sleep, but head in the direction of the shadows. Probably not gonna go
Okay.
too far. At most, probably about 2 blocks or so. But
Okay, sounds good. Are you stealthing, or are you still just pretending to be your kind of like?
he's
I have
stealthing in the
nowhere to
sense that
be,
he's
just-
blending in. Yeah. He's
Right,
stealthing in
exactly,
the
but
sense
it's not
that
like
he's,
I'm-
looking for his place to, like, he's not trying to be hidden, just more like
Right.
if somebody recognizes him, it's more like, hey, yeah, this is a good spot to lay down and sleep. Ooh, no, I'm not there.
Gotcha. Okay. Go ahead and roll me your performance with advantage. because you got a natural 20 last time, it's gonna definitely lower the DC for this.
boy.
So
I'm
you,
so
yeah,
nervous.
you. I know, don't be nervous. It's okay, buddy. You got this. Oh my god.
Oh
Yo,
man, killing it.
yo,
Damn.
you are absolutely killing it right now, man. You are in the zone, man. Thankfully, you've watched Kambish for a while. The Tabaxi movements, you got him down. You're just kind of wandering about, not just kind of doing your thing, But you head in that direction. Go ahead and give me another perception check with advantage because of your thing, your stuff.
Right.
Okay,
We're still in there. We're still in there.
Okay. You're still in there. You're still in there. As you're walking around, are you doing a perimeter around the Scimitar Lodge, or are you kind of like what direction do you think you'd be kind of attacking
He's
this
gonna go to about as far, like, how far out did he think the shadows were, or was he able to determine that?
Probably like 2 blocks away. Because the way I imagined it, at least, was like you guys were here, the lodge was there, and you saw them on the other side of the lodge.
Okay,
So
so
from you, they're
he'll
about
go
2 blocks away.
to that intersection, but he's not gonna stop there because he knows
Okay.
that that's obvious. So he's just gonna do a little glance, and again, trying to tie in that he's looking for a place to sleep, maybe open a dumpster or something like, what's in there, and then continue past. But he's really just trying to get a quick essay on what's going down in the direction of those
Okay,
shadows.
sounds good.
Dumpster. You're gonna find a dumpster, and
Yeah. They're
They could happen.
dumpsters.
You don't
they're
fucking
just
know.
like waste management elephants. That
Get the fuck
But
out of here.
there are trash bins and stuff. We'll say just like wicker baskets full of trash. I don't know.
grown ass man.
I don't know. I'm trying so hard to make this work for him, but I can't come up with much. There's just much like storage and shit in the back, man. You can't.
How do they get rid of the trash then? How do they get rid of it, huh? Tell me.
You got some desert dumpsters out here, real quick. Just let me know. Anyway, you're looking around.
Is it trash night?
Tonight is trash night. Let's just say
It's
that.
trash night for Ryland's ideas. Let me just.
The only thing that's trash right now are your ideas.
Oh, God.
It's fucking horrible. Anyway,
Oh, no.
but as you continue your act, which is very impressive and very believable, you stop to kind of just look around, and that's sort of like, oh, I'm just looking. I'm not looking for anything. I'm just taking a look around for a moment. And for just a very, very brief moment, up against one of the sides of the building, you catch eyes with someone who is very much in the shadows. And even with your dark vision, you just kind of make out the silhouette as like they're not really moving very much. And even as you kind of not fumble into the area, but just sort of like curiously looking around, it doesn't even look in your direction. But they do seem to kind of be sitting with their shoulders against the wall of the Scimitar Lodge, with their heads slightly down and a hood pulled up. But you clock that, and you're able to wander off or do whatever you'd like from there.
Yeah, he'll clock that. He'll continue down if depending on how far, like another block, and try and like at this point quietly keep up the act, and
Okay.
a little bit closer to the intersection, not to where he could be seen, maybe heard, and he's gonna act like he's setting up shop there as if he's gonna go to sleep there for the night. But he's trying to
In the
listen
middle
out.
of the intersection? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, like no, not in the middle. So he's like, but right before the intersection.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's going to be against the wall on whatever building that is, but he wants to position himself to where it's a different intersection, but could potentially see the same folks.
Okay, gotcha.
Set up shop, and he's going to do his best to eavesdrop.
Okay, give me another perception check. I know you have advantage and you will keep it, but the DC is relatively high because you're not very close, at least from the description you gave me. So, and this is just an overall check. I'm going to be swapping back to Puba in a moment, but just so you know,
Yeah.
how
So
you're
I just
doing.
want to. Oh, I can't draw on your things because you're mean.
Dictatorship, yo. No freedom of
I
expression.
don't trust you guys. You're gonna ruin these beautiful maps.
Where's my arrow?
No, it's no
There it is.
freedom of expression,
So-
Foos. It's harsh.
Like, if this is the intersection where he was, and he saw them at this intersection, right?
Uh-huh.
He's gonna go up one intersection, and he's gonna stop like right at the edge
Okay.
there, to where
Gotcha.
it's just that alleyway to see them. But he's really
Okay.
like halfway there. Anyways, you got the idea. All right, here we
Makes
go.
sense, makes sense.
I almost clicked intimidation.
Ooh,
What do we do?
that's nowhere near P. Okay.
Yeah, how did you
All
get
right.
there, man?
I'm on crap top. Give me a break.
All right, that's fair.
He's trying hard. He's trying hard.
That's fair.
Anyway,
I'll let that one slide.
you are currently kind of setting up shop and continuing your act and such. But excuse me. Picking up with Valafar again. You do get those messages from Kambish and just kind of waiting a little bit, but after a little time, you hear footsteps approaching you from behind after closing a door. And as you kind of like glance over your shoulder, you do see a bag of nails walking over with a woman who also seems to be a tiefling of some kind. But she seems to sit across from you, but Bag of Nails sits right beside you. And the woman, as she sits, she seems to have just like black gray skin. Whereas like some tieflings can have more human skin or even like reddish skin or something. Hers just seems almost like an ash gray. Like there's no pink or redness to her skin at all. And on top of that, she seems to have sort of gold paint that goes down her eyes and as well as along her forehead. And her eyes are very, very light as they kind of stare at you. But she sits from across and her horns kind of go straight out from her temples directly backwards. But she seems to be dressed in many layers of leather clothing. You can't quite tell just because of how many layers there are if there's armor under that, but you imagine there is. And just from the layers themselves, they might be hiding what she's wearing or what she might have underneath it, which is likely her intention. But
I was gonna say, being like, someone who worked in that line of work, he would have an idea, right? Like he'd be like, okay, this person's probably just hiding some.
probably you wouldn't have an
Yeah.
idea of what she's hiding, but
Yeah, obviously,
you
yeah,
can
not
guess
like
as to the
exactly
intent.
what, yeah.
Sure, I'll make the picture a little bit larger so you can get a good look at her. But she sits across from you, and as she does, Bag of Nails just. So this is her. She may introduce to you, and he kind of like motions for Valafar to introduce himself if he would like.
Of course, I'm Valafar.
And she just kind of waits, almost as perhaps expecting more, or just giving you a chance to say more if you wanted. But in the silence, she very softly but clearly speaks up. Yes, I have heard of you.
Good things, I hope. And he smiles. Kind of gives like a devilish smile.
Things. So, he set this up, and you need help, a job. What do you need?
Yeah, job. Because I am in the business of looking for beasts. This may sound a bit ridiculous, but something along the lines of an owlbear. Perhaps you could point me in the right direction, or if you know of anybody, maybe I could help them out, and then in exchange, maybe get some information. If not, set an owlbear. You can scratch each other's backs. That's the whole idea.
You don't look like a beast wrangler. What is your interest in it?
You're right. It is not for me. It is really for people that I know.
Who do you know?
Just I like to keep their names out of it. Just contacts, that's all. You know, the whole deal of contracts and all that.
So, you are looking to purchase an owlbear. For context, that
Clients,
wish to
excuse me. I should have
remain-
mentioned that. My bad. It's all right.
For clients that wish to remain anonymous.
Yes, I'm sure. A woman of your stature would understand such a business.
Her eyes just never leave yours. It's a little unnerving, but go ahead and roll me a deception check. As
Oh
you see
man,
her just staring daggers into you.
this lady's trying to read me. I'm gonna roll a psionic die on that just for a little extra sauce.
Just for a little boost.
You never
Okay,
know.
gotcha. So 28. Hold on one second.
Would you consider that a success?
I have to roll for her.
All right, that's fair. Only because of my psionic die. That's the whole thing.
Oh, I
because,
know. I will.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like metagame and be like, oh, did I win or
I
anything? That's
know.
part of my
You're
mechanic.
good. Yes, that is a success. A
Okay.
success.
So I could take off one of
That's
my psionic dice then.
correct. Yes.
Yeah, there we go. I'll get rid of that.
Exactly. But as she sort of stares at you, there still seems to be like a reading, a heavy attempt to read you. But in a moment you almost expect her to kind of be done and walk away and not want to deal with you at all. But she continues speaking, perhaps to your surprise. But if you want to purchase one, we have some. But you admitted yourself that you are not a beast wrangler, and we do not make deliveries. So, how exactly do you expect to get your prize out of here?
When you mean deliveries, do you mean as in like you deliver it to a spot? Because I could pick it up if that's a problem.
I said we do not do deliveries.
Right. Might have a method of transport. Do you have a method of transport on you? Excuse me, that's what I meant to say. Came out the wrong way.
We do not.
Okay. Um. Well, like I said, I could do something to perhaps to earn said owl bear that I seek. One that is important for my clients. Perhaps I could one of my
Are you
clients.
interested in a very specific owlbear?
One that's like my clients want something that's strong, like a fighter, like fierce. Something like you could bring you can intimidate your foes with, strike fear into the hearts of your enemies. That kind of owl bear. And on the topic of transportation, like I do have a client or two that could provide some magical transportation means. Perhaps the teleport.
Because you are new to this, you will not be given the same privileges we give to others.
That's understandable.
If you wish to see the owlbears, I will ask for a fee before we let you see our selection.
What's your price?
And once you see them, it is up to you to find a way out with it. If anything leads back to us, we will find you.
I understand the nature of this business. I have no intention of bringing any conflict to you. So, yeah, I believe we could work something out.
You seem confident that we will.
And
I
I
will.
respect your rules, of course.
You've hardly heard them. I will demand 500 gold before you step foot inside.
Sounds fair, considering I'm a stranger in your place. Okay. And he reaches into his pouch for 500 gold. And he puts it on the table in front of her. He's like, there we go. I think that's a good start. What do you think?
I do believe it is a good start. And you see her kind of very smoothly funnel it into a bag of hers. And she seems to get all but one and just sort of flicks it across the table to Bag of Nails, who just kind of clutches it and puts it in one of his pockets. And his body language is a little skittish, but perhaps because of her presence seems a bit uncomfortable at the moment.
It's the whole being in the presence of the boss type thing. I get it.
Yeah. But she continues and just sort of looks over the bag for a moment. So I will ensure the room is ready for you to come take a look. We have many to choose from. You will have to make a decision once you're there. You will not be allowed back in. Do you
One and
understand?
done. Of course, I understand this business arrangement. One and done. Understood.
Then, one moment, please. And she steps away with a almost ethereal grace, which is incredible because these chairs and this table are just like rickety ass shitty wood that like you're pretty sure you're going to get a splinter from. But she gets up with such grace that there's no sound. She doesn't even seem bothered by it at all, but disappears pretty much the exact way that she and Bag of Nails came in. I'm just going to have her pop off the map, but Bag of Nails sort of lingers at the table with you afterwards a little bit, just kind of waiting for her to leave and close the door behind her before you just kind of uncomfortably sitting there at the moment. And Valafar, you are left in silence, I suppose?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. I'm sorry.
No, that was
I didn't
it.
want to interrupt you. Okay. Gonna do a couple things. One, through the psychic whispers, I tell Kambish that so far we have a thing going on. I seem to be in touch with one of the main people behind this organization. I made a deal in terms of giving her money, 500 gold, in an attempt to get tree benders. So yeah. So I promised to go into a room with owl bears, and hopefully he'll be there. And if he's there, then we're lucky. If
If
not,
he's
then
there,
I'm not
are
allowed
you
in.
gonna buy him?
Of course. It's what the group would want.
What if? Do you have enough money? What if he's really expensive?
That's a good point. Hmm.
It's
Well,
clobbered
perhaps.
time.
Well, there are other ways, and one thing can be, not everything is always going to be paid in money. There are other ways of paying a debt, so I could perhaps arrange some kind of payment for them, like if they need a favor or something like that, a job to be done. I could do that in exchange.
I guess. We. It's gonna be hard for us to follow you if you go though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I don't want you guys to get caught, because then it'll ruin this whole operation. So you guys got to be very careful.
So what do we do? Just stay out here?
I mean, unless you can inch forward without being noticed. I mean, I don't know what it's like out there.
Maybe. I think Ryland saw something and went to go look at it. He's pretending to be, I think, homeless or something.
Okay, he's blended in. That's good. Not trying to draw attention. That's a good start.
Yeah. Down,
But
down, get down.
Just hear him talking to Kevin once again.
Oh, and okay. He's like, okay. Are you guys safe over there? I know it's been a while.
Yeah, we're okay. No one's seen us.
Okay, good. Continue to do so. So far, I'm okay.
Okay.
If anything happens, I'll
Ah.
let you know.
He
Okay.
Alright.
seems nervous, but is sort of agreeing to what you're saying.
Definitely. All right, and I turn over to a bag of nails. I pull out. I'm gonna give him 20 gold. Like I slide it over to him, and I'm like, "Thank you."
You see him just look over it in surprise. No, thank you. He takes it, but it's just kind of a little almost confused in a way. Yeah. Good luck. And
Yeah.
he kind of takes the money and takes a step back from the table. It looks like he's about to head back in the direction that she came in as well.
Good.
And left there at the table, things are starting to die down because you have been waiting here for a bit of time. The few that were at the tables have left or gone in to get some rooms or something. Like it's getting closer to like 2 a.m. at this point, so even the partiers are starting to kind of lose steam. But at this
Oh,
point,
no
very
after party?
few. No after party that
I'm
you can.
kidding.
This probably was the after party. But for the most part, most of them are probably gone at this hour. But you, the bartender, the waitress, kind of cleaning up, but a handful of them still kind of hanging out. But the energy levels have gone quite far down compared to the singing you heard before. And Ryland, you gave me your perception check before. There it is. Okay, good, gotcha.
Yeah.
Being where you are, you're wait, hold on. Does your owl give you hearing or is it just sight and smell? I don't remember.
It's sight
I think
and
it's
hearing.
sight
I
and
got the
hearing.
smell
Sight
Yeah.
and
mixed
hearing.
up,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I see it. Thank you,
I've
buddy.
never seen it in the
Um,
description. Yeah.
Right, exactly. The hearing aspect of your belt seems to be doing the most work here. From your angle, you can't see anything, but you think you hear maybe a little bit of shuffling and a little bit of movement, but it's hard to make out. And then you've heard a few of the people kind of stumble their way out by being like while being drunk and such, and you've heard those that kind of like footfall pattern, but it doesn't sound like that. It sounds a little different. It sounds purposeful and with intent. But you hear a little bit of movement, but nothing. I don't know, nothing dramatic or nothing easily identifiable while you're waiting there.
He's gonna try and keep playing it tight, I guess, and stay where he's at. Does he
Okay.
get the intel from Brucey that about the deal that was made?
Kambish is trying. He's doing like finger puppets at this point. It's like
Valafar is talking to the bad girl, and she says,
can you need to pay and blah blah blah. And, like Brucey is getting like bits and pieces of this. So the story you get is basically, so he met with the thing and gave her money, and she left. But I think he's gonna follow later. I guess. So I think that's all I got.
Okay. I'm gonna do a wisdom check, I guess, to see if Ryland can figure out why he would be giving him money. If that sounds right, I don't know.
Oh, you're trying to kind of find out what's okay.
Connect the
maybe more
dots
of-
kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe more of an int check.
Yeah, I'd say an int or investigation, but it's up to you.
Int or not investigation. Insight or int, I think.
Ooh, insight.
'Cause
Yeah,
if-
let's do that one.
Oh,
If you're
okay.
trying to if you're trying to find out why a person is doing something,
Yeah,
that might be more insight.
that's actually yeah.
All right, that's fair.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, nice. 16, nice. You're not familiar with the underworld or any kind of bad people like this. If you had to guess, if he gave her money and she left with it, maybe he already bought Treebender somehow, or maybe it was a chance to see him. You're not entirely sure. Like, you can't tell if it was like maybe he purchased like a favor almost, you know.
He's gonna kind of adjust wherever it is that he's laying down and maybe like crinkle some paper or something, try to make some noise to cover up that he's gonna cast locate object.
Ooh, okay. Does it have a verbal component?
It does.
Oh, it sure does. It sure does. Okay, yeah, you're good.
With his, does he have? No, he does not have Warcaster. I thought he had something that lets him cast stuff without having, like, while having a shield equipped.
Yeah, you're thinking of Warcaster, I guess.
Yeah, that would be. Oh, hi. But I mean, no, you still have your shield. You didn't give it to Kemen, right? You tried to
Kemen has the Pariah shield.
Oh, the other one, the Pariah. Yes, correct. That's what it was.
Yeah, he has the fancy one.
But even if you put it down, like, there's nothing immediately in your face,
Well,
so it's not like
that's
it's
what
a
he's
concern
just
for
trying to like make noise with one hand or whatever to cover up his
Mhm.
verbal components so he can cast it.
Yeah, I would
Assuming
say that's
nobody's
easy
like
enough.
staring him down.
Right. That's exactly it. Yeah. You're pretty confident no one's looking your way, so you're able to kind of go off that. And what are you locating? I think I know what it is, but I just want to make sure.
He's trying to locate, because I don't think he can do anything of Treebender specifically. So because that's locate creature, I think.
Creature.
But so he's looking for the ring, the bracelet of
Gotcha.
fire protection on Applebow.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it goes off. Just double checking or something.
No, it's fine. You don't have to double check. Just go ahead and tell me if I see it.
Just making sure. Okay.
Yeah.
You cast the spell, and you don't feel a ping.
He's gonna kind of act like at that point he's gonna hold his concentration on it. He's gonna continue the facade of the noisy and like, oh man, that place sucks. Yeah, and just kind of do some feline stretches, and then he's gonna walk down towards the lodge.
Okay.
And if he sees the figures there, he's gonna ask a question, but he's gonna make his way. He's gonna try an insight to see if like they're gonna smack his shit up if he says anything, or if it's one of those like, can I approach him? Do I need to go away?
The two in the alley, you meant?
Yep. If
Okay,
they're still
gotcha.
there. Yeah, but he's heading towards the lounge. And if they're there, he's gonna just kind of try and like, do you guys know how much this place is to sleep? But this alley sucks.
As you turn the corner and walk towards them, you only see one. You don't see two. But as you ask, the hood kind of conceals most of the face, but you can make out what seems to be a mostly feminine jawline, if you had to guess. But you don't get much other than that because it is still pretty dark in this section. But she turns towards you and is just, go find out. But doesn't seem to give you any other response after that and looks away.
Oh. Okay, thank you. I think it's just kind of like do that thing where he walks away and like looks over his shoulder and be like, bitch.
She does not seem to register it at all. But where are you heading at the moment?
He'll head the opposite direction. So he'll like continue to circle the lodge and make his way towards the front as if he was going to go inside.
Okay. Yeah, I know, but not that
not
you're going in, but you're going towards it.
Yeah, he's making it look like he's going to go in, but he's going to continue his casing.
Okay. We're going to be wrapping up very, very soon, so don't worry. I'm not gonna push too much because it's already 10:08. But as that's happening, the woman returns to you, Valafar. And as you're sort of sitting, she sets one of her hands down on your shoulder. And she is clearly a tiefling, and her fingers seem to all have sort of like pointed, like almost claws that just seem to be naturally part of her, but they also seem to be kind of adorned with jewelry. And as she kind of puts her claws on the side of your shoulder there, you can kind of hear a little jingling from some of the chains that are connecting the rings to her bracelets and such. But she leans down a bit and just, I need you to follow me now. And as I mentioned, if you break any rules, we will get rid of you as quickly as possible. So,
Understood.
keep your hands to yourself and keep your words to yourself. And follow me.
Of course.
And she steps up and kind of waits for you to turn to follow her. And you, I assume, follow or lead, or follow after, excuse me?
Yeah, of course. He's gonna totally take her lead.
Okay, so she walks. I don't know if you can hear my cat, but he's being real loud. She walks you back towards the door that they were walking through every so often. But as she walks you through that area, it seems to be lodging, as it is a Scimitar lodge, not lounge, because I fucked that up many times before, but it is a lodge. I did it this
Okay,
time.
lounge sounds better.
But you can see there are many doors for different rooms, and they all seem relatively small. It's clearly a place to just kind of bed down for a night. Not a very cozy place. Each room seems to have a bed and basically space for just that. But she walks you through the hall a bit, which seems to be kind of U-shaped. And when she gets to the second bend in the U, there seems to be a door kind of adjacent to it, but not in that direct corner. But you see her kind of push a door that didn't seem to be there initially. The seams seem to have been just very well hidden, or perhaps the shadow, perhaps there's illusion. You can't quite tell at the moment, but she pushes open a door that seems to lead into a dark hallway. But as she does, she looks back, follow silently, and starts walking in.
Can do.
And you walk in as well. So as you're walking through here, the tunnels are completely black, but thankfully you do have dark vision, so you're able to make out some of this area. And it all seems to be well constructed, despite the fact that it seems to also be hidden. While most of the time tunnels you've been in underground are hewn in different ways, and you can see that there's sort of rough construction to it, this is all like stone walled and tiled. It almost feels sterile in a way that you weren't expecting. Like, it's nicer than the lodge that you were walking through. And there's no furniture or anything. It's simply like a tiled walkway that you find yourself coming into.
Okay.
And as you're going, you're starting to hear sounds that are kind of funneling through that tunnel. You don't see any doorways or any walkways or anything. She almost seems to be just leading you down like a straight dark hallway that you're being led. But eventually she stops in front of a door, and some of the noises that you hear seem to be kind of like either chittering or shuffling, maybe claws against stone, maybe some kind of creatures in general. But she stops in front of a door after leading you for a few minutes. And as she does, you kind of hear two other people walk by you in the hallway. And you do kind of see them approach and then walk past you as if they're going to be heading back out. But they don't make eye contact with you, and they all seem to be kind of dressed in very thick layers that hide most of their body. And a good portion of that is probably because it's nighttime and it's very, very cold in the desert, and you're underground. So it is pretty chilly here. You're a little surprised about that. But as she starts to push this door open, you see a little bit of lantern light from the inside, kind of not blind you, but a shock to the senses after being in such a dark tunnel. But pushing it open, she motions for you to step inside first. Hope you enjoy the array of options we have. And sort of waits in the doorway with her hand on the door, letting you in.
He gives her a nod, thank you, and he walks in.
And as you step in, you see a few cages that are lining the sides of the walls. And now that you heard them before, it doesn't seem to be where the sounds of the shuffling and the claws were coming from at all. As a matter of fact, this room does seem very quiet. And besides those cages on the wall, you can see that there's a table in the center of the room where 4 people are now standing. One that seems rather large, 2 that seem probably another kind of roguish, and one that seems to have robes of some kind. And as she has the door open, she starts to kind of close it behind you after you step inside, and just sort of smiles in the doorway. It was nice meeting you, Valafar, but this is as far as you'll go. And closes the door after you. And you watch as the 4 at the table unsheath their weapons, and you will need to roll initiative when we come back.
Help! Help!
But go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Damn,
And
this
we'll pick up
bitch.
when we come back.
I told
Oh,
you
man.
you should have given her a tonsillectomy right there. You got to threaten her. Put her on notice real quick. You like your claws? Good, because I'm going to declaw your ass. Let's go. That's my price. The fact that you walked out of here with intact hands.
Oh, man.
Gotta
All
slap
right,
the shit
initiative.
out
Hold
them.
on.
You got to do the DMX poop. You got to slap the shit out them twice before you start cursing. You got to. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man.
You're a criminal.
Okay.
You're way
Okay,
too
okay,
nice,
okay.
man.
Rolls.
I'm talking stealing from them, stabbing them. You got to get in there, man. You got down dirty. Think of what Scabies would have done.
No, he's not trying to.
assume-
He's not trying to like. Cause
He would
a
have been
scene,
chewing
man.
on bag of nails when she came in. Like, oh man, he was delicious.
Oh no.
Hey, what's up?
It's went well. Yeah, what were you saying, Flynn?
I assume his pattern around the building didn't pick up anything with the located object.
No, unfortunately, no.
Okay, it was worth a shot.
Yeah, no worries. I think I'm gonna have you roll initiative as well. Not that you're in it, but just so like round by round, if you're doing things to kind of like see what the hell's going on and make moves or whatever you want to do, because otherwise it might be hard for me to like time what you're doing. As
Did that help message make it out?
I mean, if he's talking to Kambish, yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely.
yeah.
He's.
I don't know.
immediately
It could be a
saying that
magical
can't
door
be.
that shuts that shit off. We
That's a
don't
good
know.
point. That's
no,
a good point.
it is a good question to ask.
No, she's
It does
right.
go off, but this is also why I'm like, it needs to be an initiative order, so I know what you're doing in what turns and how long it takes to
Yeah.
do what you're doing and all that stuff.
Don't
But
kill anyone. We're gonna take the
please,
safe
will
route.
you-
Blah
will
blah.
you
We're
please?
we're walking into a fucking beehive that's already been kicked. I guess the good news is I don't have to worry
Like-
about being mugged. Yes. Oh my god.
That's
Here we
right,
go.
like the thing about it, like you're dealing with some
Holy
shady
shit.
people. Wow, that was like the best initiative.
Damn,
You-
that's a
wait,
natural 18.
Does my stone
Yo!
of decent luck apply to that?
Yeah, it does. We talked about
Holy
that
shit.
before. Yeah,
It's a.
it does because
alright,
it's technically a skill check.
I
so
have
it's a
not
19.
actually applied it in quite some time.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. That's.
I mean, in your defense, you were getting like single digits every time, so it's like, just is gonna help me right now, you know. But let me roll for the others too. Actually, that's a good idea.
Can Brug be in the basement drinking?
Oh my god, you
Well,
put
it's nice
Brooke behind
knowing you
the
guys.
fucking bar. Oh my god. Yeah, Poopy, you're dealing with a bunch of people who are not honest, man. I was like, oh,
Hey,
this
I
is
wasn't
weird.
being honest either. So you know.
No, I know.
Poop
Yeah.
man, I love you to death.
Poopy Man.
But you're over here acting like you're just randomly looking for an owl bear with the guy who stole your owl bear right next to you.
Right. There were a few things that didn't work in your favor. That was one of them.
That's fair.
And especially initially, you were like, "I'm looking for like the owl bear," and that's one of the many things that was like, "Oh, because
Oh, no.
not only even if you were like randomly in the market for
in the
one,
market.
yeah, exactly. The fact that you kind of alluded to one, that's why she was like, "Are you looking for a specific one?" And then you tried to veer her off, but she was like, but yeah, there were a few things that were not working in your favor and rough. It was a rough situation to be in, honestly. It's not that you were like fucking up or nothing, but
Nah, it is
right,
what it
right.
is.
God, Rusi with an 11 is last, man.
All right, I
Everyone
guess
rolled
I'll,
really good
I'll start
initiative.
prepping my next character.
We'll see how this goes next time. Which means
Oh boy.
it'll be like a role reversal this time, because this time you guys are going to be in combat, or you're going to be in combat, and the rest of the team is not going to be in combat.
No,
Well, it won't
this
be-
guy still is in combat.
I mean, you're kind of in combat, but like not yet. Right now, Valafar is in a 4-on-1 underground.
Oh,
Is that a -2?
So what?
Is that Brugger?
Oh,
That's initiative.
Brugg.
I was like, what? Who's rolling that? I was like, I know Valen has Dex, so there's no way
Corner.
it's him.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
He's just
Oh,
hanging
that
out.
is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, he doesn't at all. He would only know Ryland.
No, he does not.
Oh, he uses
Um,
fighting.
So, we will pick up with this fight on Saturday. The rest of the team will have their session on Thursday. So
Stop
we'll
fucking this
see.
up, boys. The
What?
best part about this, Valafar, we should be in router range when we get there,
Yeah.
assuming this isn't like a 15-mile compound. So
I'm keeping in mind the distances because he has 1 mile radius, which is pretty fucking huge.
how long do you think it'll take us to hack through an entire thieves guild?
I was just like, yeah, Codrono's mom is going to introduce you, but she wants it to be on the low.
Oh,
Please
yeah?
make
Oh,
sure
it'll
that
be on the
everything
low.
works out real well. It's not. Nope.
No.
It is fucked already, man. Oh god, it's going to be hysterical.
I'm very excited. Good job. This is exactly what I wanted. So good job. This is great. This
Where
is
would you
actually
say-
a two-pronged attack. They don't realize it.
I feel like this is like the most stressful night you guys have had in a long time, and it just doesn't let up.
Where's Ryland on this map here? Is he like down here somewhere, make his way around?
If you're walking around, I imagine you're somewhere like.
I don't know
like
which way
here-ish?
it went. I don't know if he
I-
went this
oh, I
direction
see what you mean.
around.
Okay, I
Yeah.
assumed that you were coming from this angle initially, and then you were like, "Oh, that bitch is mean," and you were walking over here, and then
Yeah,
like
that works, that
circling
works.
back around here.
I just
No,
want
it's
to point
more or
out
less.
that I had one roll tonight and it was a 5.
Up here.
Look, fucking Flandy was sucking ass at the beginning, man. It was
Oh
not
man,
good.
it was rough.
It was rough. Anyway, we're gonna end here just because it's like 10:20 and I wanted to end early, and I apologize. I went over a little bit, but thank you guys for hanging in. And we'll be back Thursday with the other half of the group, and Saturday for the mishmash of this and whatever they're
man.
doing at the same time. So thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah, yo. Sorry for being late. I
Have a-
passed out. Can I have my spell slots?
Even if you get the okay from me, you're just assuming she's gonna give them to you. Is that what this is?
It's a bargaining chip. It'll make my conversation easier to manage. I'm gonna say, like, Foos already said it was cool. Just give me all your 3s, and you know, it'll be, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't.
That's cool.
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
think that's
It's a
gonna
soft
work
sell
out.
at that point, you know.
It is. It is. I don't see that working out for you, but best of luck. Anyway,
I have 2 spell slots. What would I got to fight for?
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. That's why I was like, this is
Cantrip.
not
Cantrip.
great.
Cantrip.
It's 2 more than me. Or it's 1 more than me.
All right. For real. Signing off this time. Love you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later.
Good
All
night.
right, have a good night,
Good
everybody.
night.